With that excellent intro, we can quickly recap the accounts of last session. The group leaving off in the middle of the Dungeon of the Dead 3, an organized cult made up of the worshippers of Bane, Baal, and Markrel have been performing mass murder on a crime spree throughout the chaotic city of Baldur's Gate. Your task, your quest inside the dungeon, is to seek out all the cultists and destroy them. Kill them all, from the orders of Captain Zaj of the Flaming Fist Brigade. You have met a few encounters along the way. There was a wicked witch that you guys encountered in one of the first rooms of this dungeon. I'm pulling her name up now. It was...
Something the Menace.
Lennis.
Lennis the Menace.
Yep. You fought her off before she quickly disappeared out of sight, out of mind. You also found a pearl key that opened a door that let you raise skeletons, which then transported you into a room full of poison gas, which you used the skeletons to unlock the hidden door. You then went through a hallway full of open sarcophagi and zombies roaming about. The group quickly and efficiently dispatched the zombies and a rogue cultist that was commanding them. We leave off with the group, I know you're slightly out of view here, just in front of another closed wooden door. As a reminder, this dungeon is underneath a bathhouse, so you've got like pipes running above you, they're dripping warm water, there's pools of like steaming water everywhere, it's very humid, it's very uncomfortable, you're sweaty, you're gross, some of you are covered in blood or zombie guts, and you're not even done with the dungeon yet. So before jumping in, any questions, comments, concerns from the group, anything I might have missed in the recap?
Can we get a health check around the board? Who's almost dead?
You don't say that.
If I were to give how I felt in numerical value, it wouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
Samesies.
Okay.
I'm about 50% dead.
Okay.
I'm very healthy.
I have all my spell slots. That's what I know.
I would just like to remind you, Duramir, that I did some hefty bribing to you last round. Just want to remind you
I
of
have
that.
indeed been bribed.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent. So you're standing in front of a closed wooden door. The wood has iron bindings around it for support, and the wood is kind of swollen up with water. So you would think open it might need a little more strength to force it open. Behind you are again piles of dead zombies and the dead cultists. Everyone go ahead and make a quick perception check.
Ew.
21.
21.
18.
9.
5?
1. Dormer, you came in with the 21.
I'm done. This is how it's gonna go today. I'm fucking done.
Get this man some booze
First
right now.
Fucking 1.
Yeah,
I got a
where's
3.
the well, luckily for Dormir and I almost called you Sweetums, Ilya, you cautiously approach the door. From behind it, you can hear a bit of noise. It sounds like somebody prepping something. Like you hear like clanging, like maybe things hitting each other, like drawers opening, kind of like shuffling and movement coming from behind the door. There's also more than one voice or source of noise that you can hear behind the door as well, coming from 2 different spots. Very perceptive of you. What would you like to do?
Well, did we loot the cultist?
He didn't have anything of true value on him, other than a short sword and a dagger, some black robes. He was disguising himself as a zombie, so he pretty much just had bare necessities on him.
Okay, that was question one, and my second and last question is: did we ever address the raven on top of the orb thing that was in the same room but not inside the cages?
That's just behind you. It's ornate decoration, just kind of part of the dungeon you're traversing.
Can I pull it off?
You would have to climb up onto the column. The raven is quite large, actually. It's like about the size,
Forget
of a
about it.
Cat. And you would need tools to hack away and rip it off. Yeah. Forget about it.
All right, folks. Forget about it. Nashimo, do you want to check for traps, brother?
Go ahead, give us an investigation check.
Muted as fuck.
12.
12. You don't detect or find any mechanical traps on the door, but again, the wood is so swollen in the door frame that you would need some considerable strength to open it.
Okay.
Kick the bitch down.
What do we think?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
You want to go
ready
for
whatever goes? Like, do we want to have like a strategy here? Do we want to I don't know. How many voices did you hear, Ilya?
2, I think.
I mean, we've handled more before, right?
Put our thick boys up front and get it going.
I agree.
Who wants to strength open the door?
I don't know, one of our beefcakes.
Yeah, I can.
I step away from the door and Vanna light it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Behind door number 1.
I pretend like my
Nashimo is
shoe
not
is
a
undone.
beefcake.
I can roll it.
Tripod, go ahead and give us a strength check. A tripod
19.
check, if you will.
Cool.
19.
19. Feeling
Describe
erect
to me
today.
How you force open. Describe to me how you force open this swollen door.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking here. Okay, but that's not what's going to go down. Okay, because I know how to kick a door down, and that is to push your hips backward, tuck your giant wiener into your waistband. With the ball of your foot, you hit where the latch would be with the doorknob, and you just power thrust through that motherfucker. And that is how you kick a door in.
Kick a door in, if you will.
Never, ever try to shoulder a door down.
Which is exactly what you do. As the door swings open, you're met with a surprised cultist standing directly across from you, Tripod. He turns around, and you can see that he's at a little station. There's there's an urn and a bowl. There's some sacks and barrels and crates, kind of supplies in them. And as you look to your right, you can see 2 cages, a large one and a small one, each having somebody inside of them. This cultist looks like he's been torturing them for quite some time. He immediately reaches for a weapon. What do you do, Tripod?
I want to take him by the throat and shove him up against the wall.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
8.
8.
2.
He rolled a 7.
Yes.
Seriously, Joe.
I mean, I would. Yes. I wish I could show you. Here, I will show you.
Can I give
Whose side are you on, Tommy?
Yeah, are you trying to get me murdered?
Dude, you see that? You see the big one?
Oh, yeah.
Dead no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. So Tripod, you immediately charge into the room at the cultist. Grab him by his shirt and slam him up against the wall with your arm on his throat. So he's choking on air, unable to speak.
All right, let's do some questioning then.
Does everyone else want to enter the room at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
Is my shadow following me still?
Yes.
So I think
Tripod, you have this cultist, up against the wall. He's barely able to breathe. What would you like to do with him?
I think the first thing we want to ask is who these people are.
Break his thumbs first.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Can I just break one of his thumbs first?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you got your arm against his throat and he's like grabbing on your arm, trying to, pull it off. And with your other hand, you just grab a thumb and snap it back. Do you ask your question as you do that, or do you just purely break his thumb?
No, here's what I say. I've got 9 more of those to go, and I've got some questions to ask. And meanwhile, Tommy Wee Gnomes is in the background like, yeah, get him. Break his thumbs.
9 more thumbs, or?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's all thumbs.
All thumbs.
All thumbs, baby.
Tripod, make an intimidation check against the cultist.
That is 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay. God damn it, my thumb. That was my good thumb. I'll talk.
All right, I'm going to
his other thumb.
Not yet.
I'm not convinced.
Let's see how willing he is to speak. I loosen my grip ever so slightly on his throat, and I ask him, "Who are these people that you are imprisoning?"
These prisoners, they're nobody. They're commoners. The old man wasn't even strong enough to live through one torture session.
Yeah, snap his other thumb, please.
And as you're snapping his other thumb and he's wincing and crying in pain, the rest of the group, what are you all doing? Are we all kind of watching the tripod interrogation?
What is the current state of the prisoners? Are they unconscious, or are they just like?
Gib, go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah.
6.
Awesome. So what you do notice is a door on the other side of the room, right here.
I make a note of that.
Past that, you see an old human male lying on his back, his arms outstretched, just in that position as he's in the small cell. I can make it back a little. And in the bigger cell, you see a female tiefling. Tieflings are like part human, part demon. This tiefling in particular has large black horns coming out of her head and a wicked red tail. I can give you a better visual of her. Can you see that? She doesn't have the sword. And she is actually shackled up on the wall, her hands in a cross above her head, and she's kind of just like drooping, like very lowly and monotonely, like moaning.
Is it common to be racist against tieflings?
Tieflings do kind of get a bad eye, like when they walk in a tavern sometimes. But majority of tieflings like aren't inherently evil. Okay. People are certainly suspicious of them, but innocent till proven guilty. Am I right?
Fair enough. Well, I'm more interested in the wizard because I'm a fellow wizard.
He's an old man.
Old man.
Is he a wizard?
I don't know. I might just be picking that up.
Every old man has to be a wizard.
Right. He's got secret powers.
There's the racism.
There's the racism.
So the gates are
so that's what you know. That's what you noticed, Skip.
Okay,
anybody else?
Is there another door?
Yes.
Can I go? Did we already check out that door?
No one's checked out the door.
Can I check out that door? Check for traps,
sure.
just see if it's unlocked, if it's open.
Tommy Wee, anything from you?
I'm gonna follow Nachimo over to that door, just in case we have to flee.
Appreciate that, bud.
What language does that tiefling speak?
Infernal is the common tongue for tieflings.
So that's just Ilya, right?
Is there anything specific you're doing?
I rolled a 19 on perception. I'd like to examine the corner of the room where the barrels are.
Sure. So that's kind of this cultist like prep station. You can see there's like large sacks of salt used to rub into the wounds of the prisoners as a torture method.
Break his other pinky finger. Break it. Break it off. Just break it off.
Where's barrels the gold? All contain other instruments of torture. And there's like loose shackles, with keys and stuff. It's really just like a resource for torturing.
Any fun torture resources in there that I could bring over to my good friend Tripod?
There's absolutely some. There's shackles, bindings, embalming tools, small like surgical knives.
Hey Tripod, what do you like, brother?
Tongs for like ripping teeth out. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm kind of feeling the teeth thing now that you say it.
I bring the tongs.
I knew you would.
You're gonna like the way you look.
And Dormir, as you hear another crack of another finger being broken, Tripod now just enjoying the love of the game. The cultist just stop, please stop. I already said I'll talk. And Tripod Dormir hands you the teeth pulling tongs.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one more time kindly before I get upset. Who are these people?
Like I said, they're nobody. They're commoners, simple civilians of Baldur's Gate. They're here for the sole reason of being tortured and killed in the name of the dead three cults and our gods.
Yeah, I'm going to break his pinky.
Go.
Break the rest of his fingers.
Well, we gotta slowly go through it. You can't just do it all at once.
I think he's being pretty forthright with this information.
Yeah,
whose side are you on, Gib?
I poke a little elbow into Tripod and I whisper, ask him who's in charge down here and where do we find him?
Can we just say that he overheard that?
Absolutely. Before we get to that, before he answers those questions, Nashimo, you were checking out the door?
Yeah. See if I hear anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. 14.
14. The door is it's not trapped. You don't find any traps on it. The door is locked, but it's locked from the inside. So you could easily, unlock the bolts on your end and open the door. It would prevent other people from the other side of the door to get into the torture room.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Ilya, is there anything you are doing right now?
I feel like after this guy admits pretty heavily that he's just torturing these people, I'm like super behind Tripod, just breaking this guy's fingers, and that's it.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just 6 people snapping digits.
Yeah.
He's gonna run out, guys.
He's got toes.
He's got plenty of toes.
I feel like this is the first thing that Illy and I have actually agreed upon.
It's true. Yeah.
They look into each other's eyes longingly.
Okay.
Okay. So, Tripod, what would you like to ask the cultist now?
We were asking him who was in charge of this little torture room.
As he is now sinking underneath, the position you have him pinned in, with his hands broken, he can't grab on for balance or anything. He says, Do you want to know who was put in charge or who's actually in charge?
Both.
Yeah. What?
Just punch him.
Yeah, you know what? No, break his other pinky.
Okay.
Jesus.
He's like, okay, all right, the jig is up. The jig is up.
Hands.
You got me. Okay. Maybe loosen your grip a little bit so I can speak clearly. It's quite a complex structure of who's in charge.
I'd like to tighten my grip, please.
Very well. Coughing underneath every other word, the cultist says, "Well, Thrustwell Vanthapure. He owns the bathhouse and the dungeon underneath. But that's not where it stops. His brother, Mortlock Vanthapure, he was put in charge of the cultists and making sure our contracts of killing were carried out. But we see Mortlock. He's something of a plaything for the Vanthapure family. He's the dumb brother. No one takes him seriously. It's the cult's leaders that truly lead us. They don't have names. They just have blessings from our gods. There's the Black Gauntlet of Baal. There's the Death's Head of Bane. And there's the Master of Souls, worshipper of Markrol. They truly lead us.
So he's just spewing a bunch of nonsense. Where
can we find these bitches?
Itches.
I'll never tell. Right. Tripod.
Make you
a
die.
Perception check.
Never tell.
8.
You're so focused on breaking fingers and interrogating the cultists that you don't notice. So on his chest garb, the tunic, it's kind of unlaced a little bit at the top, and you can see the tops of like a black fingerprint that is softly glowing like a purplish hue. This purplish hue is like eating away at the flesh of his chest, and now it like gets up at his neck, and you didn't notice it before because your arm's there, and it's now creeping. The hand grabs onto his mouth. The cultist says, "The dead 3 will reap your souls," and the purple hand like grabs down on his mouth, crushes his jaw, and kills the cultist.
God damn!
Just break another one of his fingers.
Always double tap.
Okay.
Down. His face bashed in by a magical handprint.
Unfortunate. Okay, I guess we should search him.
Sure. Yeah, you search him up. You find some additional torture tools, ones that I've mentioned. He has a dagger on him and a short sword, and a key to open the doors into the jail cell.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket that key. Actually, Daramir, you want to go open those cells up and see what's good?
Let's get it rocking, brother.
Sure. You Tripod, you hand off the keys to Daramir. Daramir, where do you want to start?
With the guy who's on the floor.
Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
A medicine check?
Yes, please.
I don't know a lot about medicine, sir.
Wisdom.
Oh, please.
Holding.
10?
10. Do you unlock the door, or do you just observe from outside?
Unlock the door.
Yeah. You unlock the door and you open it, and you can immediately identify that this old man is dead. His torture wounds took his life. It doesn't look like he was even tortured for long before he passed away.
Break another pinky.
He's out of pinkies.
Pinky toes.
I kicked the dead body.
Make a history
Not the
check,
old guy. The
Daramir.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, make a history check, Daramir.
Pew 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 pew.
21.
Oh. Daramir, you actually recognize this old man's face. If you recall, the reason why you were in Baldur's Gate initially was delivering some demonic idol to a nobleman who lived in the high city. This man is a similar nobleman, one that you've worked for before. His name is Efnax Zalbar, and he is a caravan coordinator who's part of the Jahaso partnered family. They are like the head merchants of all physical trade. Like they own boats, they own wagons and carriages. They, improve trade routes, like that sort of thing. And you know that the family is very beloved and very respected. And the death of Ethnax will be detrimental to the family and its business as a whole.
Okay, check out his corpse if there's anything dope on it.
Yeah, as you pat down the dead corpse of an old, frail, malnourished man, nothing but bones break as you.
I wasn't hitting him that hard. God damn.
everything of value, everything of value on him was taken, stripped, gone.
Move his body, lift it up.
You fucking move his body. Not moving that shit.
You can get a reward if you carry him all the way back.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I'd like to go open the other door.
Well,
sure.
Before he does,
yeah.
I would have liked to have taken my water skin out and kind of like banged it on the bars. And if that didn't get a reaction, toss some water on him and be like, "Hey, thiefling, wake up!"
Wow.
As you rail it on the bars, it makes noise, and she does not respond.
All right, I would have given up after that.
You don't want to splash her with any water?
Well, no. After the water.
Yeah, so you splash her with water. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Gib, make a quick medicine check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Ooh. 30-20.
Where's Gib on the board?
Gib is
I'm the little boy.
He's this guy right here.
Red. Okay.
Yeah, Red. Yeah. Gib, you can tell that the tiefling is alive but unconscious, as if her hit point total was reduced to a finite number of 0.
Oh, all right. So I suspect she's alive.
Yes.
All right. I tell Duramir that.
Duramir, yeah, excellent. Yeah, you know that. Ilya, are you doing anything specific right now?
So I didn't. I'm gonna assume I didn't really notice that it was a tiefling before Gib said that out loud. Yeah. I am immediately displeased and would like to move away from the cell.
Racist.
Because of me or because of her?
Well, the smell of you, Gib.
Yeah.
Well,
Tommy, you're standing there with Nashimo. Is there anything you guys are doing?
I don't know, Nashimo. Are we doing anything?
I don't know. You want to pop
at the door?
You want to pop this door? We could just
let's pop the door open.
All right. I'm just gonna give it a little.
Y'all gonna do that right now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like surprise. I'm just gonna give it a little.
What'd you think we were gonna do? Wait for the Sleeping Beauty in the cell there and wait for her to get up?
That guy's dead. He's an old man.
No, isn't there a girl unconscious in that other cell?
Fuck, that other chick's not dead.
There's something in the other cell? I'd like to open the door, please.
So you like slowly open it?
Yeah. No, I'm just peeking.
Make a stealth check.
Sure.
God damn it.
11.
Okay. As you peek.
Okay.
Yeah, Shane. There is a hallway. It's a long hallway with 2 torch lights burning near the center of it.
Okay.
In between those torch lights, and you kind of, as you see it, you slowly close the door to remain out of sight.
Yeah.
You see a cultist standing in the middle of the hallway. He's kind of leaning up against the wall, flipping a coin or like smoking a cig, just kind of like chilling there in the middle of the hallway. And he does not notice you.
Okay.
Tripod, what are you doing right now?
Shit. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to think about it. So we got
to get some info out of this
unconscious female tiefling, the dead old man, the dead cultist, of course, his torture tools, Nashimo, do you relay what you saw down the hallway?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the group is aware of the cultists hanging out in the hallway.
I respond with
I try to get everybody to shut the F up because we've just been making a lot of noise.
He could hear the thumbs breaking.
Screams.
Oh yeah, but that's normal. Yeah. Torture chamber. This is normal. That's probably how he got away with that.
True.
Yeah. We're just behind the door. Break his pinky.
Okay. So I feel like so I've got lay on hands.
Yeah.
Could that resurrect the tiefling?
I mean,
yeah, absolutely. You could give her 1 hit point. That'll bring her conscious, or more hit points if you want to make her healthier. But that would require you entering the cell and physically laying hands on her with her consent.
But Gibb's in there and he stinks, right?
No, I'm not.
Gib is not
outside.
in the cell.
I told Duramir that she's alive.
Has the keys. Yeah.
Okay. And Duramir's still got the key, so we can't Gib can't just lock us in the cell. Because that's something he would definitely do.
In real life, not in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to enter the cell, please, and pass on 1 hit point via lay on hands.
Dormir, do you open the cell?
I do.
Excellent. Cell door opens. Tripod the Cursed enters. Now that you're standing next to the tiefling, you get a better visual of her. She's chained up and slumped over, so she was a little bit concealed. And you can tell that she's got actually some armor on her, enough to be considered half plate. Big metal shoulders, a breastplate covering her chest, some greaves, metal boots, and her horns are very long, probably 2 feet tall off her head, making her very intimidating. You put your hands on her and transfer some life force to her. Is there anything you say as part of that process, or is it just kind of an internal thing?
I want to hear the incantation.
Oh, give us a bitch, give us a bitch, give us a bitch. I think maybe I ought to do that and then take a step back.
Sure.
Whisper something in her ear.
Sweet
Tommy Weenums used to have a dog.
Just be like, hey, it's me.
Where's the dog, Tommy?
The dog didn't make it in when we went down into the dungeon.
Yeah,
in the bathhouse.
The door. Yeah,
the dog is getting pampered in the bathhouse right now.
Wow,
fully taken care of.
Legend.
Everyone loves him.
Straight up totally forgot that Tommy bought that dog because that was several months ago.
The dog is still alive. I will be reunited with the dog later on, episode 20.
No, dude, you have to feed the dog. That was established.
That was a thing.
The dog is now the bathhouse dog.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. Everyone gives it scraps. It's good. We're good to go.
It's part of the cult now.
Just slap that dog off.
Tripod, you lay on hands and step away as you whisper sweet nothings into her ear. With the small bit of life force she receives, she raises her head. Her horns hit the stone wall behind her, almost giving her head some support. And she looks over at you and she just goes, "Oh, help."
That's literally what I'm doing. I'm helping you. I would like to relay that my name is Tripod and I am here to help. I am not here to torture you. We're here to get you out of this dungeon.
Unshackle me. Where's my sword?
No.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
I want to step forward when she says that and just be like, no, she can't be trusted. There's no possible way.
Ilya, make a perception check.
15.
You step forward, as you see and hear the tiefling speak. You hear her say, "Where's my sword?" As you quickly look around, where is her sword? And in fact, you do see a claymore, a 2-handed sword, laying on the wall, kind of in the back of the torture supplies that was clearly taken from her. You also look at the tiefling, and she says, "Where's my sword?" as she's looking for the cultists. Like, she doesn't look at Tripod. She doesn't look at any of the party members. She's clearly looking for the cultists, in black robes in the room.
I'm with Ilya. We can't trust this tale for brains.
I have a personal deep-seated character trait that causes me to not feel that way. So.
Is it called racism?
It's called racism. I have racism against her kind.
We don't trust demon spawn.
I don't trust demon spawn.
As Ilya calls out, she shouldn't be trusted. No one help her. She kind of like quickly gauges the room and understands that all of you are in it. And her demeanor sort of changes as she realizes that after, being like clear, like shocked awake. She looks over at you, Tripod. You're standing in the cell with her. She says, who are you? You're no cultist.
I'm the guy who breaks cultist thumbs.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. My name is Vendetta Cress. I was taken in broad daylight by these damned cultists.
Why did they take
out
you?
Of here. I have no idea. It was a random act. I mean, they took him too. They killed him for no reason. He's an old man. And she's like, nudging over at the old guy, Efrex.
So we can't ask.
Side check.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the big one here.
12.
12. She seems pretty sincere about what she just said. It also checks out with what the cultist said before he was killed. She was apparently taken for no reason. The only reason being just to be tortured and eventually killed in the name of the dead 3 cultists.
Okay. I want to let her down, but before I do that, I want to get what we already know what Ilya and Gib think. So I'm going to ask Duramir, who's still right next to me, like, hey, be ready. Maybe pull out a giant sword or something.
I actually have my longbow drawn, arrow knocked. Like, if she makes a move, I'm going to fucking puncture this bitch.
Perfect. Joe, can I let her down?
Absolutely. You grab the keys from Doramir as you walk over to her shackles and undo them one at a time on either wrist. You can see her like crimson red skin, reflecting in the dim light of this room. Again, her horns protruding from her head, her tarnished, half damaged, half plate armor on her body. Her arms fall to her sides as she like puts them on her upper legs, like she's catching a breath after running for a long time. And she looks up at you, Tripod, and she says, "Oh, thank you. My strength is not with me, but I promise, if you let me travel with you and your friends, I will help you and kill every one of these wretched cultists until they're all bellied up, swimming in their own blood that we will drink on this night. The cultists will die."
Goddamn. Horny in a couple of ways. Got it.
Why does she sound just like the torture guy?
I've got like 2 voices, man.
Why can't you just talk like this?
I think you're doing great, Joe. Okay.
Thank you. She introduces herself again, and explains, I was a bodyguard for a noble family up in the upper city of Baldur's Gate. We're still in Baldur's Gate, right?
Correct. Although, when did you get here? Because some shit's gone down.
I was taken maybe three or 4 days ago as the city was getting crowded and hard to navigate.
Okay, so she saw the entire giant hole open up. Just wanted to make sure that we didn't have to catch her up on that.
No, she's good on that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So my vote is we let her into the party. She runs in the middle, so she tries to pull a fast one. Either I shoot her in the back of the head with a longbow, or Gib turns around and frostbolts her into next fucking year.
She's got 1 hit point, so it's not like she could take out the entire party.
You don't know that.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then we all probably deserve to die.
What does the group think? Do you want to let?
Does she get paid?
The tiefling fighter join the party?
Hell no. She's not getting paid. We just saved her. That is her payment.
Yeah, let's get her
I
out of
require no payment. Just revenge against these dreaded pansies who think they can torture me and get away with it.
Did Nashimo tell us about the guy at the end of the hall?
here.
Yes, he did.
I think we should test her then, see if she's about that. See if she's about that action.
I actually don't hate that idea. Anybody object?
Yeah, 1 HP and no weapon. We're gonna give her something, right?
She's got a sword.
I'll need my sword if you wish me to kill.
Yeah, hand her sword.
Again, her claymore leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
She kind of walks out in the center of the room. Who hands her the sword?
I'm guessing not Ilya. So, Duramir, you want? Well, you've got your bow drawn. I will hand her the sword.
Sure. You walk with her and give her the sword. She looks at you, tripod, and she says,
"Big mistake."
The cultists, yeah, big mistake.
Splennis.
Yeah. The cultist in the hallway, he is on watch duty. If I charge down that hallway and attack him, he'll only alert his friends who lie in wait in the other room. Is this really what you want me to do?
You can't just cut his throat. I mean, God. Okay.
He'll call for backup before I can get to him.
All right.
I'll do my best if that is your command.
Yeah, do it.
Nashimo has spoken.
So I get her up to the door. I say, "This is exactly what I want you to do." I give her a countdown. I give her 3, 2, 1. I pop the door. If she goes, I drop darkness.
Okay.
What do you mean if she goes?
Like if she commits to going, I'm gonna put darkness over the guy. He's deafened. It's a drought trait. I can deafen the area. I can make him blind, and he can't hear. He can't see inside of it. I can only do it once a day.
Okay. We're making moves. As you put your hand on the door handle, getting ready to open it for her like a true gentleman, she kind of gives you a nod. Do you? She
knows what drought can do. She probably knows what I'm thinking.
Does she?
I mean, yeah. Tiefling know about drow.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna think she does. I'm gonna think she's got a little faith in me.
You open the door for her as she grabs her claymore and starts charging into the room. She gets to about here, about a quarter of the way down the hall, as the cultist turns to her. Nashimo, make a perception check.
Sure. 15 perception. 17.
17. You can see the cultist turn and that far door, the one behind him.
Yeah.
He starts moving towards it.
Got it.
And she's still charging at him with.
Yeah, I dropped darkness right on him. It's a 30. Where is it? Yeah, 30-foot radius.
Okay. He will have to make a check to try to navigate out of the darkness. And as the darkness just, expands and covers that part of the hallway, what's the radius of it?
30.
30. She charges right into the darkness as the both of them disappear from sight.
Nice. This is DMFX.
I love it.
Where'd they go?
Oh my god.
Not even the torch light can illuminate what's happening inside the magical drow darkness. All you hear is a quick swing ting as like a large sword hits the stone wall. You hear just like a from the cultists, presumably call out as you hear another swing of the sword. There's a brief moment of silence, and all you see is the head of a dead 3 cultists roll out from the darkness.
I was thinking that
I
was
look back at the guys and I just start going as I lift the spell. I'm like, murder, murder, murder.
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Now see the female tiefling is leaning up against the wall where the cultist was, wiping her steel blade clean of cultist blood.
And this chick goes hard.
I like this one.
So what would we like to do now? Would anyone like to investigate anything further inside the torture chamber, or do we want to move forward?
Let's move forward.
We should
Yeah.
strip her of
Now
her
that
weapon
they're on
and
high
only,
alert.
let's strip her of her weapon and only give it to her when we need her to fight for us.
Look, she's earned the right to be
Nah,
armed.
man, she's good, dude. That's
Fine,
unnecessary.
All right, let's kill her.
So I'm gonna move.
Just stabbed in the calf.
Great job.
For the 1 HP she has.
Stubs her toe and
this-
dies.
This hallway is narrow, so much so that you kind of have to travel in a single file line. You do notice a little something peculiar. The female tiefling, again, her name, as I also remind myself, is
Vendetra.
Vendetra.
It's Vendetta with an R.
Vendetra. That's right. Vendetra puts her hand on the decapitated corpse of the cultist, and as you are all walking down the hallway, she starts draining whatever remaining life force was inside the husk of a body, and you see her wounds close, her skin clean up, bruises disappear,
Yeah.
as her muscles bulge a little bit as she heals herself, siphoning life force off the dead cultist.
She's gonna kill us, isn't she?
Oh.
Yes.
Probably just
She
there with
looks
the
at
third
you,
leg.
a tripod, as you kind of leading the group a little bit there, and she says, "Where to next?"
I would like to ask her what she knows about our surroundings. Has she been down here, or was she just dragged into the dungeon?
So I don't know much, just really what I've heard being kept inside this torture room. Obviously, standing in the hall, you see 3 sets of doors, 2 on the hallway next to you, one here and one here, and one at the end of the hallway. All doors look identical to each other. She says, like I said, I didn't get to leave the torture chamber much, but I did hear something rather peculiar. Coming from the hallway we're standing in now, every so often I would hear the loud, draining screech of stone scraping on top of stone. I thought it was a torture technique, but it might have been something else. Is there a cat in that bag?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he goes.
No longer a cat in that
Who let the cat out of the bag?
Damn it. You beat me to it.
There it is.
So she describes that she often would hear stone scrape on stone coming from somewhere in the hallway.
So I'm guessing we're gonna try and pilfer all of these rooms, right, Nashimo? That's kind of your MO.
Door by door, baby.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and check this door to see if there's any traps there? We'll just start with the first one.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Is there Ilya, Tommy, Dormir, Gib, anything specific from you guys?
She said she could hear stone scrape on stone.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna say that sounds an awful lot like traps, so I would be on guard.
Okay.
I am going to move myself to the center of the hallway between the two doors. So about 15 feet. Where am I right now? Am I in the very front?
So you're in the very front. That would put you
Okay.
right next to.
Yeah, move me up.
Be like.
Move me up to the cultist. Yeah, right there.
So that's the tiefling. You want to be right next to her? Vendetra.
Yeah, by the
you want to be
tiefling,
right next to Vendetra? Okay.
Vendra.
Okay. Dormir, Gib, anything from you?
I'll sneak up that way as well, and be like, "Hey, Hornhead, come to these dungeons often?"
Are you making a pass?
No, I'm just kind of like,
he's being racist, but he's bad at it.
yeah.
Yeah, be better at it. Jeez.
Ask her if she's horny.
Are you horny? I don't want to be super
looks at
offensive.
you.
Like, it's not the worst thing I could say.
She looks at
what's
you.
the
I can't say it on stream.
Gib. You can text me later. She looks at you, Gib, and she says, "You're talking to me like that, puny boy? You're barely old enough to walk."
Little
All right.
ass bitch.
She's got my attention. I like the way she's aggressive. So I'm gonna ask her if she wants to make a little coin while also getting some vengeance.
Do you even have coin?
Yeah, I got some coin.
What's your proposition, boy?
I pull out 10 gold pieces and I say, "Don't let me die in this dungeon, and I'll double it when we get out."
Well, seeing as I've had literally no better offers, make a persuasion check, Gib.
15 plus mod. 16.
I'll take it.
Nice. All right, when the action starts, you stick close.
Nashimo, what'd you roll?
It was a 17.
17. You do not find any traps on the door you are investigating.
Was it locked? Did I hear anything, or was that just for traps?
It's not locked. You don't hear anything. Just Ilya standing next to you, like on guard, vigilant.
All right. Can I just give it a little and take a look?
Sure.
It's probably the cultist
you
break
pop
room.
It open.
I'm really hoping that like some dude's just getting ready to munch down on like some Cheerios or some cinnamon toast crunch.
Some cultist
Hope there's
toast crunch.
coffee.
Cultist toast crunch.
The door pops open. Inside this shallow room that you step into, there's not much to observe. You look inside and you see 4 flickering torches occupying each corner of this chamber, illuminating the crypt. In the middle, you see a half-open stone sarcophagus. The sarcophagus bears no carvings, no ornamentations, but as you peer inside, you see that it's full of skulls and humanoid bones. 6 dusty bedrolls lay strewn about inside this room.
Be a shame if we slept for 8 hours in there.
I don't know. I related to the group. There's really nothing going on in this room except for 6 weird cots and a tomb full of bones.
If you like, you can investigate the sarcophagus further. But yeah, past that, there aren't many points of interest here.
Okay. Yeah, but, and there's nothing on the sarcophagus. Like the lid's just popped a little bit.
Yeah, it's like half open. It's like on the top, like the bottom's closed, but the half like on the side. And as you just like peer in, you can see skull and bone and all that fun stuff.
I mean, as I'm looking in, like nothing looks shiny, right? Like
from what you can see without investigating further, no, nothing looks shiny.
So this is definitely where that
my bone rat incident. I'm a little hesitant, so I'm gonna let somebody else handle opening up this chest of bones.
I mean, this is this is definitely the stone on stone grinding that we've been hearing, right? Something coming in and out of the sarcophagus. Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page there.
Yeah, somebody's been filling this with bones.
Yeah.
My bone collection.
Should we maybe just close the door and move on?
Why don't we close the door and get the fuck out of there?
We're gonna close the sarcophagus, close the door, and check that next door.
Very good. You walk down to the next door, closing this one behind you. Does anyone want to call out their position in the hallway, or do we want to move with Nashimo?
I want what's her face? Sorry, I forgot her name.
Vendetra
and I want. Now I feel confident, so I'm going to walk up the hall and give her the nod that we're going to walk up.
God, I hope she stabs you.
Me too.
She walks with you forward. Anyone else?
I'm going to wait until there's a couple of people in between me and her. So
I'll follow.
It's racism.
Nashimo, you're standing at the doorway.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your investigation check.
Not dirty 20. Dirty 20.
This door is locked. You don't see an obvious way of opening it. You can certainly try lockpicks, but you don't detect any traps, just the lock.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got my thieves' tools, so I should be able to try to pop the lock.
Go for it.
Okay. It's going to be a 14.
14. Your one of your lock picks breaks inside the door.
Okay.
Wow, look at that! Like, very well posed Risk Lord of the Rings box.
I was going to ask, are we playing that next, or?
That's
we advertising?
The
is that
for this episode, yeah.
Lord of the Rings Risk?
So yeah, you are unable to open the lock. Dormir, as you hear the lockpick break and Nashimo go, dang it, you remember that you have a ring of keys that you recovered earlier in the dungeon.
Worth it.
Ding, 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 ding.
I would like to open door number 2.
I
So you
Vanna
walk
wipe
up
the
to
door.
Sure. Nashimo, you kind of step to the side as Dormir approaches. Dormir, describe it. You put the key in the lock and you turn and open the door. Do anything specific?
Skeleton key, the old crusty type. Stick it directly into the door, turn the handle slowly, and as I start to slowly push it, I just, bam, knock the whole thing open, announce my presence. Hello, it's me.
Oh my God.
Surprise!
Oh, no!
Me! And I yell at all 4 of these douchebags, surprise, motherfucker.
As you barge in, you see 4 cultists. All of them are kind of just like, you called it out before, Smithers. This is the break room for the cultists.
Awesome.
They're all just kind of like casually sitting or leaning up against the wall. Some of them are eating. Like you catch them completely by surprise as you just blast open the door. They all scramble for their weapons. Dormir, you get a free action right now as they all reach for their daggers, their swords, their bows. You can do one thing right now before initiative starts.
I'm gonna step out of the room. I'm gonna back the fuck out of the room. I have a longbow, you fucking dinguses.
I thought you were gonna say on a long day.
I'm stressed.
You have no idea what I've had to go through.
That last tomb took on me.
Yeah, I would like
Dormir, do you want to retreat to behind Nashimo here or at the end of the hallway here?
to end of the. I'd like to go end of the hallway there.
You just pushed past. You went into the room and then
Yeah, I'm
you came
just-
back and just
I'm
shoved past everyone.
I'm Scooby-Doo swimming my way the fuck out of danger. Basically, I'd like to get some range so that the next time they are in line of sight, I can fucking pop in the head.
Everybody roll initiative.
Everybody clap your hands. I'm taking some Malort on this end.
14.
Oh.
21.
Van 4.
Okay, so let me call it off. Anyone above a 20? I heard Nashimo.
Nashimo, 21.
Anyone else above a 20? Okay, 20 to 15.
17 for Gib.
Let's go, Gibby.
17 for Gib. Okay, 14 to 10.
Oh, Gib, that's a
13.
good idea. Do you guys just want to edit our names with our initiative roll? Does that help you, Joe?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, F off. All right.
Yeah.
Man, I saw
Great
you do
idea.
it. I thought it was a good idea. I went for it. Shoot.
I mean, it might help you guys, but I've got my set up here. So okay, so Nashimo, Gib, 14 to 10,
13.
9 to 5.
I got 13.
Okay, tripod.
I'm 14.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Fucking you do.
Okay. 9 from Ilya. Dormir, you said you got a
5.
1, so then 5. Okay, gotcha. You still go ahead. The cultists rolled a 4. They were on coffee break, so.
Nice.
Nashimo, it's your turn, then Gib. Obviously, or I guess Dormir. So open the door, see the cultists sipping coffee. You walk back out. As you're shuffling to the back of the party, did you say anything?
Excuse me. Pardon me. No, I'm like, 4 baddies inside that room.
Oh, that one there. The room right over there.
Mm-hmm.
So you make the group aware. Nashimo, it's your turn. Gib, you're on deck.
I'm gonna look past Gib at Vendetra and say, I guess I get to start having fun first, and I pop into the room.
Wow, psychopath.
He's the one you gotta watch out for.
He just wants to start the murder chant.
Yeah.
You pop into the room next to one of the first cultists you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's reaching for his weapon. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead bonus action to pop drow poison. And just try to get a hit
Coat
on
your weapon in it.
Yeah, and get a hit on just the first guy. If he gets hit and doesn't make the DC, he'll be paralyzed.
Roll it.
It's gonna be a 14 to hit.
14 to hit. Let me pull.
It doesn't feel
up
great.
here. That is a miss.
Yeah. Then can I?
It actually, as you swing your blade,
Yeah.
it bounces off his thick armor that's hidden underneath his cultist robes.
Okay.
Clever girl.
Can I? Ooh, yeah, trying to get in the belt. Sorry. There you go.
There you go.
So yeah, I guess I'll just disengage. Maybe
Okay,
pop back
so
into
you
pop back into the hallway, look at the tiefling, and
Yeah.
go, never mind.
You use 10 feet to move in. You attack with your action, cunning action to disengage, and move back out 15 feet. Yep. Nope. No, thank you. I'm good.
Hard pass.
Gib, it's your turn. Tommy, you're on deck. Gib,
Right.
since you have Vendetra on your payroll, she moves and attacks on your turn, and you can kind of command her a little bit. A little bit.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Well, I kind of want to brag. I want her to be impressed because she called me a little boy. So I want to do like a cool cartwheel to the other side of the doorway,
Okay.
and then also simultaneously cast some frost in the door towards the middle
yeah.
cultist.
Make an acrobatics check.
The wizard acrobat.
7.
The wizard acrobat. 7. Not good. You go to do your cartwheel. In mid cartwheel, you start summoning your ray of frost, and it coats your hands in ice. And as you put your hands on the stone floor, it ices the floor, and you totally slip and wipe out right in the center of the doorway.
Perfect. Just where I wanted to be.
Rolls her eyes and steps over you with one big step as she walks into the room, already swinging her two-handed claymore. She swings and yells, "Ah!"
So I didn't.
Calmly rolls her dice.
I did not impress her then.
You did not impress her.
Okay.
I'm
She rolls
impressed.
an 18, which hits. She rolls 2d6 plus 3. She'll deal 9 points of damage plus 3 fire damage for her infernal touch against the cultist. You see the cultist, like his robes just burn on his surface, revealing a thick breastplate with a large black handprint on it. He like staggers back.
Never seen that before.
Tommy, we know you're up. Tripod, you're on deck.
All right, we can't let the noob get all the action. I'm running in there. I'm going psycho mode. Should I go? I'm a little confused. Can I reckless attack, rage attack? What's the difference?
So reckless attack means that your next attack is an attack with advantage, but since you're attacking recklessly, all attacks against you also have advantage. Rage is a bonus action, which, your eyes roll in the back of your head and you go into like a primordial attack frenzy. And that gives you a bonus to damage rolls and damage reduction. So you'll deal an extra 2 damage on every hit, and you take half damage from all physical damage sources. That make sense?
Yep, I'm about to rage attack.
Absolutely. But you got to give me that Flava Flav, Tommy Wee Gnomes. What's it look like and sound like as you like curdle your rage to the surface?
So here's the doorway right here. I'm over here. I come in. I draw both of my swords. And I said, you know what? Step aside, because this is my time to shine. I'm running in full speed. Reckless attack, boom, boom, boom. Rage attack, uppercut. And I don't know what happens yet because I got to roll a die.
So you make both you rage and you reckless attack. That means roll advantage on both your attack rolls. So start with the first one.
Okay, I just rolled a d20, 15.
Roll 2 20s, take the higher roll.
15.
A 15, did you add your modifiers? Should be plus your attack bonuses next to your swords. Should be like a +5 or something like that.
+4.
You can do it. +4. So 19
+4
total.
Yeah. All right, I got it now. Yeah.
Hits. You got it. So now roll damage. It'll be a d6 +2 plus an additional 2 from your rage action. So a d6 +4.
7.
7 points of damage. As you sink one sword into the under rib of the cultist Vendetra just attacked, he drops to almost nothing. Now make your second attack with your second sword. Same thing with advantage.
I just roll a d6, right?
No. You're gonna roll first. You got to roll to hit for your second attack. So roll 2 20-sided die.
Okay,
And take the
you
higher
redo it.
roll.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not taking that. That's a 6.
We
Ooh,
don't want that. We don't want
pew
that.
pew pew. 20.
Boo, 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 boo. Nat 20. So on a critical hit, you roll all your damage dice twice. So grab 2 6-siders, roll them, then add 4.
Shit. Well, that's all right. Add 4, 8.
8. You kill the cultist that Vendetra was attacking with your final
Murder.
critical swing.
Murder.
Tommy, give me the flavor. What's the killing blow look like?
As you know, I'm a very small, wee man. But I have strength and power. I lay down one of my short swords. I grab the hand of one of the cultists, and I smash his skull right through the tip of the sword, puncturing through his nose, right through the brain.
Everything's just going to be a Batman reference, isn't it?
How was
You
that
know
a Batman
better.
reference?
The pencil, you know.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
It's
You don't even know you're doing it.
As the cultist, now his brain's on the tip of your sword, his body falls to the ground. Your blood-curdling rage rallies your allies behind you. Tripod, it's your turn to lay it down. Ilya, you're on deck. I fixed it. I got there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna brandish the long sword here for this, and take a couple steps into the room, and I don't know. I'll just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You go to one.
What happens when he walks over me?
You tell me, Tripod.
Well, I hope I'm dodging something.
I pretend that I trip, but I'm actually just kind of kicking him in the ass as I step over him.
Gib, I imagine you feel what an elephant trunk would feel if it was being dragged along the side of your face.
Not happy about this.
Tripod, you walk up to the nearest cultist, which is right next to Tommy We Know. I've got you right here. What do you do?
I am going to full wind up both hands and prepare to attack, and
Swing away.
that is 21.
21 hits the cultist. You swing and slash him across the chest as he's like reaching over to grab his sword. How much damage we got?
That is... Okay, so I've got great weapon fighting, so if I roll a 1 or a 2, I get a reroll, right?
That is correct, and you take the new number regardless of what it is.
Okay. Well, I got a 1, so I'm going to reroll it anyways.
Yeah, reroll that shit.
So that is a 7.
Oh, and you added your modifier?
Yeah, that is with the modifier.
Excellent. Fresh blood is now dripping from the cultist's belly. Anything else in your tripod?
I would like to wink at the cultist that I just stabbed.
Oh, baby. Ilya, it's your turn, then the cultists.
One, can I get into the room and be in the room because everyone is taking up all the space?
Yeah, so you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to here and attack this cultist right here on the other side of Vendetra.
Okay, I would like to do that then.
Absolutely. Anything you say to Gib as you step over his like half frozen body?
No, I just want to step over him and not acknowledge him at all.
Am I rough terrain?
You're sad terrain. Dude. You're sad terrain.
Yeah, it's like rough in a different way.
Yeah, this guy made some choices.
Ilya, make your volley. What weapon do you swing with?
I'm swinging with my maul, and it is 16 to hit. Sorry.
16 just misses as it bounces off the cultist's armor.
All right, that's it.
Anything else, Ilya?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. The cultists make their volley. The first one's going to attack you, Ilya. He swings with his longsword, and he will hit you. He hits you with 9 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. What?
Jeez.
These are beefy boys.
Fucking steroid.
The second one attacks you, Tommy. He gets advantage since you attack recklessly. And Tommy, he still misses you. He rolled 2 6s. The third one attacks Tripod. Tripod, he hits you, breaks through your high armor class, and deals 7 points of damage to you.
Damn.
He's dead.
The cultists rally and start calling out, "The fists of Bane kill on this night." Dormir, it's your turn. Nashimo, you're on deck.
We go move up, stand next to my good friend on the ground, Gib. And
so now that the entire party has left you in front of you.
yeah, the fuck, man. So I'd like to
clean up
I'd like to stand in the open doorway next to Gibbs' face, if possible.
I imagine you kind of have to like straddle his body to get like good footing.
I
Got
have
it.
no problem with that.
But-
Never have.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'd like to shoot the cultist that was last attacked.
Okay, so the most wounded one is the one that is against Tripod.
That is correct. I have a 22 hit.
That hits. The
Hits.
fist of Bane takes the attack.
All right. Damage wise, I'm doing 7 damage points to that fucker.
7 points of damage. An arrow is now sticking out of his collarbone, but with his Bane-filled rage, he's still standing. Anything else?
Nope. Can I help Gib up? Can I reach down and help him stand up? Rub off some of his frost?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check to hoist him up.
Come here, Gibby. Strength. I did 19. Stand up, you little ass boy.
19. Yeah, you give him the old 1-2 and pop him up. Weirdly, after you straddle him, you think that'd be the first thing you do, but
Negative, Ghost Rider.
negative.
My legs are
excellent.
full.
Nashimo, you're up. Gib, you're on deck.
I mean, do I align a sight on the one in front of who is that? Tommy Wee?
Yeah,
Can I just pop a bolt at him?
you sure can.
Sweet. That's gonna be a 22.
22 hits.
That's gonna be 4 damage.
4 points of damage against the one on Tommy Wee. Anything else from you, Nashimo?
Nope.
Excellent. We move on to Gib, then Tommy.
All right, this time I skipped the cartwheel.
But it went so well last time.
But I impress them in another way. I pull out my trusty quarterstaff and I charge
Oh,
Oh my god.
and I make a smack on the one on the right.
I thought
Sure.
dick jokes
Yeah,
were my
you-
forte.
you step right in front of Vendetta and make your attack.
Did I pass Tripod on the way?
Not directly past him, but like, yeah, you can make eye contact if that's
All
what
right.
you're going for.
No, I wanted to do something else, but if it wasn't I'm not going out of my way to do it. I rolled a 4.
A 4 misses as like your wooden staff just like hits the cultist and bounces off, and it just looks at you. His eyes, pupils completely dilated and blacked out, mimicking the black handprint on his chest. Anything else, Gib?
No.
Okay.
I brace for war.
Tommy, you're up. You're still enraged. Tripod, you're on deck.
All right. So who do I have a guy in front of me?
That is correct. There's a guy standing in front of you that you can attack right here. And then there's also a guy that's standing in front of Tripod that you can reach if you like. The one in front of Tripod is severely wounded.
All right. So I'm gonna try to hit a home run right here. I'm gonna run up in between both of them with my 2 short swords and try to stab both of them directly in the stomach.
Absolutely. You kind of like leap across in between them, stab mid-air, and try to land on the opposite side. Are you recklessly attacking?
Yes.
That sounds like a reckless attack, honestly. Like, let's be real. So go ahead. First, attack the one in front of Tripod. Roll with advantage, 220, take the higher roll.
And then +4, right?
Correct.
20.
Funny.
16.
20 is a clean hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that's just 6?
Is that a question?
Plus 4. Did you add 4?
I rolled D20 again.
No. For damage, you roll a d6 and add
A D6,
4.
yeah. Okay. 3, so 7.
7 points. The cultist goes down as you stab him right through the neck, and just like cut half of his head off as you like move forward. You make your second attack against the other cultist. Roll with advantage through reckless attack. That's 2 20s. Take the higher roll.
9 and 3. So
Both
13.
men, as you kind of focus your full effort into killing the one cultist in front of Tripod. Anything you want to say in your blood-fueled rage?
I'm going to need you guys to back me up a little bit here.
The kill count is up for Tommy. We move to Tripod and then Ilya.
Yeah, I think the first thing I need to do is pop my last healing potion because I am on death's door. So that is 10 points for me.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah.
Pretty much all my questions will be stupid for the next couple weeks. How do I know when I take damage? Do I take it off of my armor class or my hit points?
So
I'm
when
wearing
a cultist
armor.
attacks, right. So your armor class, right? That number, which is 14.
Yes.
When I roll a 20-sided die,
Mm-hmm.
if with the cultist modifiers, if that roll is higher than 14, that means you get hit. He rolled higher than your ability to absorb the blow or dodge the blow.
Okay.
Whatever damage I tell you gets reduced from your hit point total. Your armor class never changes unless I specifically tell you or you enhance it somehow.
Are the hits the difference between what you rolled versus my armor class? So if you rolled a 16 and my armor class is 14, I would be dealt 2.
You would
No,
get hit. No.
it's
You would
separate.
get hit.
Oh, it's
Then
separate.
I roll damage dice. Much like
Then you
you
roll.
do. You roll to hit. When you confirm the hit, then you pick up your damage die and roll that. That's the number
I
of
see.
damage the point.
And then I deduct that from my hit points. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. So armor class never
Tripod.
goes anywhere. Armor class is what it is. It never changes. It never,
Unless I say,
decreases.
Tommy, change your armor class, you won't be changing your armor class.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless you get
Okay.
naked.
True.
Okay.
Unarmored defense. It's a
Oh,
thing.
you already are naked.
He's in a tree.
Tripod, you're up. Ilya, you're on deck.
All right. I've still got my longsword out. I'm going to move across the room to attack it's one remaining cultist, right?
There's
Two?
two.
Okay.
One next to you and Tommy, and one next to Ilya and Vendetra.
Well, since my friend Tommy has asked for me to step it up, I would like to attack the cultist that's next to him.
Go for it. He is slightly damaged here.
Lost my D20. So that is 19, 24.
24 is a clean hit.
And I need 8. And a reroll. 5 damage.
Thank God for 5 damage. The cultist is weakened, but still alive and ready to kill.
This son of a bitch.
Ilya, it's your turn, and then the cultists.
I'm also going to pop a potion. And then hit the guy in front of me with my maul, hopefully.
Swing away.
It's a nat 1, so I don't.
Oof. As you, with all of your strength and might, you kind of like choke up right on the hilt of the maul so that you're holding the bottom, and you swing so strong, the momentum kind of like carries you. As the cultist dodges, the maul connects with the stone wall next to you, and the cultist makes a quick jab with a dagger at your exposed chest. He swings and hits you. Ilya, you'll take 3 points of piercing damage from his attack of opportunity.
Mark went to go get some Malort for you for that crit fail.
I mean, I
anything
just
else, Ilya?
go get some wine, but no, that's all I can do.
Maybe you should go get some wine. Yeah. The cultists
I'm gonna
now
go get
make
some
their
wine.
rebuttal. One
I'll wait.
seen an opportunity to attack you, Gib, as a weakling in the group. The cultist makes his attack with his sword, and he hits you. You will take 7 points of slashing damage.
Accurate.
The other cultist continuing his momentum attacking you, Ilya. He will miss on the second attack. Dormir, it's your turn, then Nashimo.
Hello, I would like to put another arrow in the longbow and take a little gander at the weakest cultist in the room.
That would be the one that Tripod is attacking.
Let's fuck him up.
Get a little help.
18.
18 hits.
Let's go. All right. And then damage. 10 damage.
The cultist dies. Go ahead and give me the killing blow. What's it look like?
Just fluid like water from the back in the quiver to the bow. One motion. Arrow through his eyeball. Sticks directly into the brick wall behind him. Body falls lifelessly to the floor. Chalk
Good.
up on the Dormir kill charts.
With the cultist down, only one remains. Nashimo, your turn, then Gib.
I think I can get at that last cultist, right? Can I get behind him? 5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20,
you'll have to
25?
shift slightly. Yeah.
I can't attack him from there, can I?
You can make a range attack. If
Can
you
I-
want to get behind him, you take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. He makes the attack of opportunity, and he will hit you, Nashimo, for 6 points of slashing damage.
My turn?
Yup.
Okay. I have advantage, yeah?
That is correct. Flanking
Flanking.
bonus with Ilya.
That's gonna be in 18.
That's a hit.
Sweet. Gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage. Did you roll your sneak attack damage?
Yeah. My dagger's only 1d4.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay. With the
Two threes,
cultist now
two
stabbed through
threes.
the back, he winces in pain. Gib, it's your turn. Tommy, you're on deck. Tripod, you're really on deck if he doesn't come back.
All
He'll
right,
be
I
back.
start doing like one of these, and I smack him across the chest. 16.
16, you just hear a loud bong as you don't break through.
No, I thought I had
metal
a fuck.
Damn it.
armor.
So the armor class is definitely 17 then. Got it.
Tripod, thanks for metagaming. Your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. Longsword is still out. Just move across the room.
So you can't reach with the longsword because he's kind of surrounded. But
Okay.
your glaive has a reach ability, which
It
means you can
does.
attack from 10 feet away. So you can attack through the enemy or through your allies to the enemy.
All right, so I will switch weapons, pull out my glaive, which needs a different dice, presumably, if I can hit. Oof. Nope. That is a 16.
16 just barely misses. Ilya, perfect timing. It's your turn. Tommy, you're on deck.
I'm gonna assume this guy's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's swinging away.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my maul.
Give it your maul.
Ilya, you have advantage.
Yay!
A complete one.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage dice twice, then add your modifier.
It does 20 damage.
Holy
What?
shit. Okay.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, is Jason born?
What did you hit him with?
Sorry, guys.
The cultist had 18 points left. So go ahead and describe it to me. Your maul was stuck, just made a dent in the stone wall. What do you do?
So I like to think that I was just trying to like yank it out of the wall, and it just swung back with such force that I just like took his head off.
Absolutely demolished this kid.
Oh my god. He gone. That is the last cultist dead inside this chamber. Good work, team.
Bye.
Well done.
Quick note, tripod.
Yes.
Your great weapon fighting mechanic only applies to two-handed weapons. So if you swing with your longsword and you roll a 1 or a 2, the great weapon fighting doesn't affect a one-handed weapon.
Gotcha.
Unless you were swinging with two hands. You know what I mean?
I was definitely doing that. Thanks for the note.
Yes.
And the glaive is two-handed, correct? Because it's so long
That
and
is
huge.
correct.
Got
I
it.
think longswords are versatile so that you can use them in two hands. It'd be a 1d10 for damage in two hands. We'll confirm that later, but
Got it.
just a heads up. So the cultists are dead. Several heads lie strewn about the room, blood still bleeding from their bodies. Do we want to investigate further, or are we done in here?
Murder on 3. 1, 2, 3. Murder.
Murder.
Just a quick one.
Open this thing.
Oh, we're chanting.
You want to open the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Loot.
This is the break room, so is there like
yeah,
snacks
hopefully
in
there's
there,
nothing. Yeah, there's
or
nothing bad in there.
I want potions.
Yeah.
I have 3 health.
Hostess,
Gabe, you-
hostess potion?
You
Joe, are you able to zoom up on that dungeon that we're in right now? The room without moving the camera.
Yeah,
Like,
pull
have
up that LG software, Joe, that we installed.
I got it.
I know you
got it.
do,
Just
girl.
want to see what's going on in there. You know.
How's that?
Good. Perfect.
Okay.
Now you can see my little boy better.
Nice.
Splayed on the ground.
Yeah, as Gib, you take your quarterstaff and pop the sarcophagus open. Inside, it looks like what you would see in like the cabinet of a break room at your office. There's coffee filters, someone's lunch with their name on it. Well, right at the
Wait,
bottom,
what was the
Ace.
name on it?
Congrats.
That was for that nat one.
Richard is the name on the sack lunch.
Ooh.
I take Richard's lunch.
Aw,
You
Richard.
take his
What a
lunch.
dick.
He doesn't need it anymore.
You also find 4 potions of healing that heal 10 points each.
I take them.
And you also find a +1 short sword.
Oh, I don't need that. So I offer it to the group.
Yoink.
Who wants to take the +1 short sword?
I thought I already yoinked. Did I not actively yoink?
Made the noise.
Yeah, I mean, unless anyone else wants it.
Y'all can have the
Natsumo, you take it.
potions. I would love this. I'd love another weapon.
Oh, the potion's already in my satchel.
Oh, thank goodness.
Do you distribute them, Gib, or do you keep?
Did anybody
all 4 for
see him
yourself?
put them
Yeah.
in his
Is anybody
bag?
watching me do this?
I mean, I'm
Okay.
right there, and I like to think
Gib,
that you didn't pull it over on me.
Hang on. Gib, make a sleight of hand check. Everyone else, make a perception check. Oh no.
7.
16.
Gib, how'd you do?
13.
10.
15.
Dormir, you see it. Ilya, you see it. Tripod, what'd you roll?
10.
The rest of you don't see it. So Dormir and Ilya, you see him pocket the potions.
I would like to say, hello, brother. I saw those 4 potions of healing you just slipped into your little purse. How would you feel about divvying those to those without potions?
Nice fanny pack, nerd.
I say, well, how loud is he when he says this?
I'm pretty fucking loud.
Yeah, he does the whole part.
It was less of a suggestion and more of a, you should hand them out.
All right. Well, I need to drink one. And
That's
then
fine.
You can have one since you're very loud.
I don't need one.
If you're wondering
them
if
to
you
the
could
group.
offer him 5 gold pieces, he's not taking them. Gib. Dish that shit out, dude. We're sick of this shit.
All right, but now I'm reluctant to give out this sword of +1 daggery.
It already got yoinked out of your
Too
hand.
late.
It was already
yoinked.
yoinked, dude.
Right.
It'd been yoinked.
All right.
Why are we letting the weakest?
You were very distracted with those
So-
4 potions of healing. The sword has
So-
been yoinked.
This kid
Gib
tried to do a
doesn't have one
cartwheel
kill on his-
earlier.
Gib doesn't have one kill on his tab yet.
So here's what I'll say.
It's not about the kills.
Gibbs got 4 potions. He needs to take 1. That leaves 3. Who else needs a potion badly so he can keep one? Because he's a little baby bag bitch, takes a lot of damage.
I'm good.
I need one.
Okay, give it the other 2, Gib, to Tripod and to Ilya, or I'm going to have to offer your little assassin 15 gold pieces to turn around and beat the fuck out of you.
Just want to let you guys know I killed 2 people and didn't take any damage in our last
That was
battle.
pretty
That's
impressive.
because they didn't
She's
see you as a threat.
small.
They didn't see you as a threat, so they didn't attack.
They
They
felt
didn't
bad
see
because
they
you
didn't see me at all.
Vendetra,
lost your dog.
Vendetta is her name.
I take 1 potion, I give 1 to Vendetra, and then I give 1 to Ilya, and then I go to give the 4th to Tripod, and I accidentally drop it.
Make a sleight of
Accidentally.
hand check. Tripod, you make a sleight of hand check as well.
Can I do a perception check? Because I'm still watching this shit.
I mean, you see it happen. Contest there.
I immediately pop the potion that he gives me.
13.
What? 13, you said?
Yep.
I got a 19
And,
plus mod.
So, Gabe, you drop the potion and it shatters, wasting the 10-point healing potion. As you kind of like look up at Tripod and smile, you see a crimson red hand reach from behind you, a potion in its grasp. Vendetra hands you her potion, Tripod, and says, "We honor the strong and brave here. Your 15 gold won't buy you much protection, young Gib."
It was
little
meant to
boy.
be an accident, so she could just tell that it was clearly a goof.
Everyone knows you suck.
Everyone knows you suck.
Well, I tried.
And with that, we have but one doorway left. It's closed in a similar fashion to the other 2 that we have just opened. How would the group like to proceed?
Y'all want me to check it out?
The
Yup.
normal.
Okay. I like to check for traps.
Roll it.
15.
Nothing. In fact, the door is unlocked and not trapped.
That's terrifying.
That, yeah. Especially because we just got 4 healing potions. Anyone else smelling a boss room?
Fuck them up.
Yeah, you guys want me to crack the door? Or y'all want to go in guns a-blazing?
I think a stealth approach is better this time. Last time I had to pee my pants and run away. So
That's fair. Same here. I'd like to, I guess, stealth check, open the door.
Roll stealth.
Oh, that was better. 19.
estimate the
You
sneaky.
open the door, presumably undetected.
Presumably.
Inside this chamber, 4 flickering torches and wall sconces light this perfectly intact crypt. An open sarcophagus in the middle of the area is filled to the brim with fresh, warm blood. You can see like spillage streaking out of the top of the sarcophagus. Its sides pooling with blood and also around the base. The sarcophagus lid lies half buried underneath rubble behind it. Nashimo, you hear a faint voice coming from behind the lid of the sarcophagus. It says, "Hello? Is someone there?" Poking her head
It's
from
Flemis.
behind the lid, you see an old, almost like decrepit, malnourished woman.
Some Hansel and Gretel shit. Let's not go by her.
Let's close the door.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, is she inviting us in?
No,
Is it a jacuzzi and a
Uh,
blood jacuzzi here?
Just come on in.
The water's fine.
Gotcha.
See, again, she's poking her head outside of the sarcophagus lid that's leaning up against the wall. She's standing behind the blood-filled sarcophagus. She looks like she's hiding.
I got some popsicles down in the cellar. Popsicle down in my cellar.
I think we need some ketchup in that crypt.
Those are nice.
Oh no. I relate it to the group. There's somebody in there. She knows where. I think she knows we're here.
Fuck.
Yeah, I feel like I was being real quiet. I don't know how she knew we were here, but I feel like jig's up.
Tiptoeing in my garden.
Yeah, no, she sees you standing in the doorway, and you see her
Jig's
like,
up.
poking her
I
head
can
up.
see
the
you. You gonna
sarcophagus.
come in or what?
Are you here to help me? Can you help a poor old woman?
How did you get down here? And how are you not dead like the old guy?
Oh, I was taken off the streets in broad daylight by some terrible men. They brought me down here and tried to drown me in the sarcophagus full of blood. It was horrifying. They left the room, assuming I was dead, but I still live just barely. I've been hiding here ever since. Please help me.
Can I want? Is she lying to me?
Does she have blood on her at all? Like,
Is this a side quest?
is she covered in blood? Because then I feel like that's the lie. That's it. It's like,
Roll an insight check, Nashimo. You can tell that she's like, her clothes are damp. Like there's dry
Yeah.
blood on her skin.
It's
She's
a
definitely been,
it's a
like,
16.
submerged in blood. Yeah, I mean, she sounds very sincere. You know, she's this poor old woman, covered in blood, asking for help. It does kind of go a little bit along with like the prisoners you've already seen being tortured and everything. You don't have any like apparent reason to not believe her.
All right, I'd like to check the room just to make sure it's clear. Then everybody else can.
Make an
I want to
investigation
make room for everybody else to be able to get in.
Sure. Yeah, you make an investigation check.
Oh, yeah,
Would anyone else like
I got a high
talk to the
five.
woman or have an opinion on the situation?
She's for
Bad.
sure lying. Yeah.
I currently have my bow just drawn, aimed right at her fucking eyeball.
yeah.
Don't cross me, wench. I'll fucking just.
Oh no! Please. I mean no harm. I can go back to hiding. I was hoping you could get me out of here.
Shoot her.
Nashimo, what'd you roll?
This is
A 5.
Other than a sarcophagus full of blood and a scared old woman, you do not find anything.
Cool.
Very distracting, the pool of blood. So,
Yeah, kind of.
What do we?
I mean, there's got to be. Which I'd like to ask the old lady, which way did the guys go? Like, how did they get out of here? There was only one entrance. We've got no other way out of here. Where did they go?
Well, first allow me to introduce myself.
Introduce yourself. You're covered in blood. Don't you want to get out of here? Where did they go?
Well, manners trump all, young man. Might I remind you? My name is Nebra, and yes, I've heard in my hiding. I think there's some sort of hidden or concealed door in the hallway just past you there. I often hear stones scraping on stone as they open and close the door.
Oh,
I feel like that's just the hallway doing this, and that's my greatest concern.
I'd like to check the hallway for the door she's talking about.
Okay, ideas, at least.
You already have these ideas all the time.
That is true. Dormir, go ahead and make an investigation check.
14.
14, you son of a bitch.
Well, we know who's going down the hall first.
Fucking you.
Not you, her. Old lady.
no! Oh, God, no!
Oh,
Dude, it will be painless. She has such brittle bones already. It's going to be like freaking squishing a saltine cracker. Whatever. You got it.
Oh, Gibbs'
fingers
best
hurt.
friend.
Squishing a saltine cracker. Jeez Louise, bro.
Now your back's
Really?
going to hurt.
Okay.
You just pull landscaping duties.
Really feeling the blood rage for Mark here. So
I just got off of 2 epic kills. I'm ready.
Yes, Dormir, you find here, right here, a false stone wall. And as you flip a quick switch on hidden beneath or in between two of the stone bricks on the wall, the doorway sinks into the ground and opens up into a hallway.
I would like to peer around the wall.
Sure. You look down the hall, make a perception check.
12.
As you look down, you see the hallway actually kind of changes a little bit in its structure. It stops being like an actual like built, put together, constructed brick wall, and becomes like a cavernous wall, like recently excavated, like dug out wall. You kind of see that difference there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear the sound of moving water.
Somebody yank Granny and let's go.
All right, Granny, come on. We found a secret entrance.
Also, the poor old man's still dead in his cell.
Yeah, there's nothing we could do.
Yeah, what are we gonna do for him?
What are we going to do for him?
Is that by
dragging
chance?
his body?
Has anyone seen my husband, Jerry?
Oh no, I have no idea.
No idea, man.
Never heard of him.
I would like to actually send you to meet him again.
Oh,
You're
Right
so
down that
what's our-
hallway.
So we have Nebra, who said that she's been taken down here to be tortured, has been hiding from cultists. She did reveal the semi-location of the secret door that opens up further into the dungeon of the Dead Three. What's our approach? What are our next steps?
Break her thumb.
Last time.
That's just the go-to, isn't it?
Yes. Why would she know this?
right.
Because
Yeah, I don't-
that's
I mean,
not where they would have brought her
Aside
in.
from them like moving her, maybe she saw it. Like we can ask her. How do you know about this, Deborah?
It's like, how did an
Nebra?
old lady get away from the cultists? Old guy couldn't do it. Freaking the
Nebra over
Vendretra
here,
couldn't
just
do
like-
it. Like,
So
Nebra's got
like
superpowers.
like I said before, the cultists, these dreaded men, try to drown me in this tub of blood. They left me here thinking I was dead, but I still had a little breath left in me. And I've heard the stone scraping on stone, which led me to believe there was some kind of hidden door, which your friend confirmed. And you also remember that Vendetra also mentioned hearing the stone scraping on stone coming from the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
but
All right,
Vendretra
can I ask
was
her a
like, it's a
question?
secret door.
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah, of course.
Who sent you?
Make
No,
an
sorry,
intimidation
no, that's
check.
not my question. How long does the scraping go on for? Like, is it 10 seconds? Is it 30 seconds?
Oh, no,
Is it
it's
sporadic?
it's pretty brief. You hear the grrrk, and then some pitter patter, maybe some footsteps, and then more grrrk, maybe as the door closes. Yeah.
I think we kind of have to trust
I
her
think
at
we
this
need
point.
to. I think it's time to head down this hallway with this old lady.
Yep. Her first.
No.
Unless you're going to go look for all the traps, Nashimo. She's going first.
Do we have any rope? Maybe we can like leash her. If she like gets into trouble, we can just pull her in real quick, like in
You want to
Sandlot.
leash an old lady? That's what you want to do?
Leash the old lady.
Why
I
don't we
don't-
send
love it.
I don't see the
Vendretra
problem.
first?
I'm happy to check for traps, guys. I
Yeah,
don't
let's
want
do it. Let's
I don't
just-
want to
yeah.
get blown up either. Let's just get down this
Just
hallway.
send the old lady down the other way and be like, go. Okay, you're great. Go.
No,
go
we know
on
there's
now.
no way out that way. You just got to come
Yeah.
with us.
Somebody in the
Yeah.
Twitch chat just called it the Operation Meat Shield. It's a good South Park
There's not,
reference.
there's not much meat on her, so it won't
Yeah.
help at all.
All right,
Bone
well,
shield,
let's go
whatever.
check for traps and move down this fucking hallway.
Okay, so what's the marching order?
What, you and me, Dermir?
Sure,
You,
we'll check. We'll check.
You're kind of trap checky, right?
Yeah.
And then who's following? Tripod and Ilya?
I'll follow. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely prefer tripod behind me.
Or
And then
more
I'll
than one.
You can always feel him.
Vendetra-
Yeah, buddy.
It's just like a masseuse. He
and,
never takes his hand off my back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hand.
Yeah, I'm putting you
Yeah,
next to the old
okay.
lady in the back. Can I trust
Strongest fighters.
you?
Same, but different.
Nashimo and Dormir, you guys begin your routine, trap checks down this hallway. You don't find any, as you're quickly distracted by the sounds of combat coming from an echoing chamber just down the hallway beyond. The echoes of battle are raging high. And as you kind of look a little bit further here, let me move a little bit more here. You can see once again the hallway changing from a structured stone-built dungeon to a excavated, carved out cavern with a pool of water separating the walkway from the hallway into the cavernous chamber where the echoes of battle are ringing.
You guys good to move up?
I mean,
Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna murder. Let's go.
You guys
This
just
is- we're into
put
this.
in quickly?
We are into this.
I would say at a moderately cautious pace.
We'd like to assess the situation if at all possible.
I'm not W keying my way into this dungeon.
Not
but
just minigunning in. You're not-
Assess we shall. Let me just.
Is that freaking water, dude?
Wow.
Get out of here. He's got an island.
I'm an excellent swimmer. I also have maybe the longest broad jump of the party.
Olympic style, so whatever.
I'll get the hang of this, I swear. How's that even I don't understand cameras, people. Okay. Let me
You're doing great,
zoom in
Joe.
a little bit.
Oh,
Let me-
Monopoly's here
let me-
too.
No, that's Polly.
Oh, it's different.
It's oligopoly.
There. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So here's the description. Beyond the hall you were just traveling in, a flooded chamber opens up with hewn, rough, cavernous flooring and walling supporting the almost collapsed ceiling above you. The floor buckles just barely above the water line, and in the middle of the room you see a small sandbar island with water wrapped around. Atop this small island, two men circle each other, weapons drawn. One man is a tall, unarmored brute with a great club and a scarred face. He towers above his opponent, he towers above his opponent, but is gravely wounded. The brute man, he's gravely wounded. The smaller figure, almost Tommy Wee Gnome size, is a muscular, bare chest small man. He clutches a dagger in his floating hand, and in the other hand he holds a burning torch. There is no flesh covering his skull. So he's got a bare skull head, two bare skull hands, a bare chest with a dagger and a burning torch in either hand.
So he's a bear.
These two men are locked in combat. And you kind of see this peeping into the room just beyond the sort of small bank of water. They don't even notice you as you creep up. Their battle raging so fiercely.
I played enough Battle Royale to know this is a perfect third-party opportunity.
I would like to start taking bets. 2-to-1 odds on the little guy who is half bear.
He's not bare. He just doesn't have skin.
I'd like to poll the group to see
Bear,
if you'd
not
like to.
bear.
Exactly.
I'd like to poll the group to see if you want me to shoot the little guy who's winning the fight.
No.
I don't.
No?
No.
I don't know. I don't trust skeletons. It's just inherent.
That's why I want to shoot the skeleton, because the other
Yeah.
guy's already hurt. So if we need to kill him, it'll be easy. Skeleton seems kind of like a bad guy because he doesn't have any skin, and we're kind of in a place of the undead. So I kind of want to fuck that guy up while we've got some distance between us.
We
What
could
is
just-
Vendetta doing, by the way? She's just with us, keeping her mouth shut.
Vendetta is with the party. Yeah, she's like, this is beyond her like recognition of the dungeon. She's just ready to kill cultists as soon as she sees them. But Gib, go ahead and make a history check.
That is a 17.
A 17. So if you recall, at the beginning of this venture, you were given a letter to report to the Vanthapure family. You actually recognize the brute of a man as a member of the Vanthapure family. That's Mortlock Vanthapure. He's
I
one
was
of the
going to
brothers.
ask about Mortlock. They didn't. God damn it.
Were you?
Sorry.
So I
Vendetta,
recognize
we-
Mortlock.
Go
He's
ahead.
the one on the left.
He's losing the battle against the bare-fleshed man. He doesn't have bare flesh. He has no flesh.
bear flesh.
He's a bear. Got it.
Man, half
Yeah.
bear pig.
All right. Well,
A bear.
I'd like to intercept then and Ray of Frost the other guy.
Sure. So you kind of like jump into the fray, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Get me in there.
Ask them what they're
Absolutely.
fighting about.
You should just
Guys.
cartwheel in.
Yeah.
Probably.
Fall into the water.
Gib, go ahead and make your attack, and everyone roll initiative.
17.
Pew, 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 pew.
Whoa. Oh.
Okay, who got the nat 20?
I did. Tripod.
Tripod with a nat 20. Anyone else get 20 or above? Okay. 19 to 15.
16.
Okay. 14 to 10.
11.
11. Okay. 9 to 5.
7.
6.
Tommy, what'd you roll in that?
3.
Oh, poor Tommy. Tripod. Okay, so sorry, first things first.
I'm the realist.
Gib, what was your attack roll on the Ray of Frost?
17.
17. You're attacking the skeleton man?
Yes, I'm trying to protect the guy that I recognize.
That's a clean hit.
2 cold damage.
2 points of cold damage. It barely phases this
Bear
mostly
It's mostly
Skeleton.
bear man.
mostly
The skeleton.
bear man.
You can just say skeleton.
But you do connect. He doesn't like flinch or even look at you. He's like half a skeleton though.
Mostly skeleton.
Mostly.
Well,
Nice.
we move to you, Tripod, top of the order, then the bear man, as we're calling him.
So I am not close enough to get. I would like to move forward first of all to get within range for one of my throwing hammers.
Sure. You have to give a little heave and a hoe as you jump across a small pool of water and you enter the chamber. What's the range on your throwing hammer?
20 feet.
Okay, and your movement speed is 25 feet. So if you want, you can't tell the depth of the water. And to get within throwing hammer range, you would have to step 5 feet into the water. Or you'd have to like move around the chamber to get a little bit closer. So you can either take your action to dash to move again to get closer, or step into the water not knowing really how deep it is.
It's a very ominous warning from you about not knowing how deep the water is.
I'm just throwing it out.
I wouldn't.
All right.
Typically, going into water is a bad idea.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and dash instead of attacking, I suppose.
Sure. So you've got two options. you can move to the left, which will put you in range to actually jump onto the sandbar island, or you can move to the right, have to hop over a gap in the floor to get into throwing hammer range.
I'm going to move left. So this is like natural cave.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to know anything about the. Yep, got it. Okay. That's it for me.
Okay, so you'll move 5, 10, 15. As you get 15 feet, you look behind you here, and you see that there's actually an open hallway that turns into like built stone dungeon with stairs going upward. You notice that, and then keep moving, and you get to about here.
Solid.
Excellent. It is the enemy's turn. He makes his dagger and torch attack against Murtloc Vanthapure. He swings his 2 weapons. And he hits with his dagger. He will deal, let's see here. He will deal 7 points of damage to Murtloc. He then looks over at you, Gib. His mouth starts rattling, his bone jaws snapping and clapping. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm very wise. Skew. 17.
17. As you feel the stunning gaze come from the bare-faced man, you resist falling prone to his deadly stare.
That's tight.
We now go to Murtloc Vanthapure as he swings his great club, trying to hit the Bone Man, but he misses as the Bone Man kind of just like ducks underneath the grand swing from Murtloc. It's now Vendetra's turn. She starts to move into the room, realizing that this Bone Man is a deadly cultist. She jumps in and will move to about here, trying to get into range to attack. Dormir, you're up. Ilya, you're on deck.
I'd like to hop up right next to Vendetra. I rolled a 20 on attack, and I'd like to launch an arrow directly into that fucking bear's skull.
So you launch and you hit.
11 damage.
11 points of damage. Excellent. The arrow penetrates the skin and meat he does have on his body as blood runs from the open wound. Anything else?
I'd like to scoot back and kind of stand with my face behind Vendetra's face. After I saw that scary ass gaze.
There really isn't, there's not really room to stand behind her. These like side walkways are pretty close quarters.
Okay, then I'll chill. I'm good.
Okay. We will move to Ilya, then Nashimo.
Yeah, can I move in and then to the left towards where a tripod is?
Yes.
He got too far away from her.
I'm horrified.
So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet, gets you here.
Mm-hmm. Can I, is it 30 feet between me and then the cultist, the bear man? Bear man?
Yeah, there's 30 feet exactly.
So I want to huck a javelin at him then.
Huck it.
Ooh,
Huck it.
Huck it.
Huck it.
Huck it real good.
It's a 24.
24 definitely hits. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig.
That is 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Excellent.
The bear
Anything else?
man. No, that's it.
We're fucking this guy up.
Okay. Nashimo, then Gib.
Can I get over by, like, is there room on the far side of Vendetra?
You would have to stand next to Dormir, or you can make a leap across the open water.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Make the leap. It's an athletics check.
Yeah, it's fine. We good?
What'd you roll?
Oh, I didn't know if you were ready for me to roll.
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
17.
17, you clear it, land on the other side, no problem.
Sweet.
You do notice directly behind you, there's an opening that leads to like a small alcove, a small like cave alcove. You see that?
It's just that little area.
Correct. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's just like a little like hideaway.
Okay. Was that movement and dash to make the jump?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm good.
Okay. Gib the Tommy.
How
Tommy,
far
you with us?
away is the platform from where I am right now if I were swimming there?
It would be so you swim at half your movement speed, so you swim at 15 feet, assuming the water is deep enough to swim in. You would be 5, 15. It would be 20 feet to get to the sandbar.
20
So
feet?
you would need your move. Yeah, you need your movement and your action to get there.
All right, I'll test it. Because how's this guy looking? The one that I know, he looks pretty beat up.
Morlock is very close to dying.
Yeah, okay. I'll risk it.
Okay. You jump in the water and you do kind of sink in it so much that you have to break the surface and start treading like it's deep enough to actually swim in. And you get to just before the sandbar. As you get to the sandbar, you and Tripod both notice that sprinkled around the sandbar, almost like dug into the sand, are several bones and like half buried dead cultists. All of them with like cracked skull, bruised ribs, like missing limbs, clearly victims of Murtlock Vanthapure that he's just been clubbing left and right.
Oh, this guy rules.
Why are we
leaving this like one big guy left, But he's very weak.
Yeah, we need to save him.
Tommy, are you with us?
I'm here. My video's fucked up right now.
What would you like to do? Tripod, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to move over by Nashimo.
Tommy, as you enter the room, make an insight check.
Shit. 6.
It's hard to pin it, but this fleshless skulled man with missing hands, that like his hands are like Rayman, like they're just kind of floating at the stubs of his arms, looks oddly familiar to you. Obviously, you don't know a fleshless man, but for some reason he stands out to you. And as you kind of present yourself in the center of the room, you say you're trying to move to Nashimo?
Yes.
Sure. You start moving over there. Go ahead and make an athletics check to jump over the missing floor.
You said that guy was short as well, didn't you?
Yeah, he's about the same height as you.
18.
18. You clear it and get right next to Nashimo there.
What's up, bud?
The bear skull man, his body is still engaged with Mortlock Vantage, but his head turns around, 180 to look directly at you, Tommy Wee. His face, his skeletal jaw cackles once more, clips and clacks. You expect to receive that like stunning gaze that Gib received here, but instead of the gaze, you hear a voice cackle out to you. Tommy Wee, welcome back to the cult, you son of a bitch.
Wow.
Gosh darn it, Tommy Wee.
Get him!
Fuck.
Why do you say that?
PvP.
Why do I say that? Don't you recognize me? It's your best friend, Little Nomeo.
Oh, shit.
God
And
damn
as
it.
soon as he reveals his name,
Jesus.
Little Nomeo, he raises his severed bone hands. And from it, Gabe, you're going to love this. Giant tendrils splash out of the water.
Oh,
That's amazing.
no.
Shit.
Thanks, Tommy.
Whipping and lashing out like wet, leathery giant whips. It's finally time, Tommy. You've come back to die. Bane has commanded. You left me scarred, but not powerless. Tommy, it's still your turn.
You rat fuck.
He has revealed himself as Little Nomio. How do you react? Do you say anything to him?
I want everyone in the group to know this. Whatever my past may be, Lil Nomio is no friend of mine. Long before I met any of you, he went on to murder my pet mouse, Fievel Swissbelly. There is not a day that goes by where I don't think about Fievel. And Lil Nomio must die. I gave him mercy and showed him that mercy, and he has showed me traitorous actions, and he must be put to his death.
You will try.
And as you can see, he's the most annoying piece of shit ever. So we have to shut him up.
Ashimo, can you just push Tommy in the fucking tentacle water?
I mean, I'm ready to like huck Tommy like a baseball into combat. He seems ready to go. I want to release my first gnome grenade.
Where's Little Nomio? Hold on. Point him out
Tripod,
on the
top
board
of
real
the
quick.
order. Lil Nomio is right.
The bear man.
He's the bear man.
Okay. I didn't know if he was the right or left guy. Okay, cool.
He's the tentacle, actually. No. Tripod, top of the order. Your turn. Then Little Nomio and his tendril summons.
Oh gosh.
I suppose I will move to Little Nomio then, with my glaive in hand.
Go ahead and make an athletics check to jump onto the sandbar, or fail it and hit the water.
19.
9. You said
You jump over the sandbar.
you good.
Just so there's,
Jump onto the sandbar.
we know there's
and
no
get kitty
fuckery.
corner with Murtlock Vantapure in attacking range of Lil Nomio.
Okay, so I'm going to attack. That is 17.
17 misses.
Damn.
Wait, no, hits. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. That hits.
All right, so that is 10 damage.
10 points of damage. As you like slash across his skeletal head, it kind of like spins around a little cartoon and then like sets and locks and looks exactly at you, Tripod. He goes, nah. You think you can damage me? Kill me? Death's head of Bane? Look at me, Tommy. Witness me. I am the leader of this cult. He seems almost like unaffected by attack. But he does take some damage. Anything else, Tripod?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. As Lil Nomio now goes into motion, he moves his skeletal hands like a puppeteer, commanding his tendril limbs. One goes to like wrap and grapple you, Gib. It makes its attack and critically hits you.
Oh.
Gib, it'll deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it just like boom.
The
lifts
tentacle?
you on the water. The tentacle, yeah.
All right. I'm unconscious in the water.
Oh. Make a death saving throw. So roll 1 20-sided die, add no modifiers.
2.
2. So here's how dying works in 5e D&D. When you hit 0, you have 3 death saves. If you roll 1 to 10, it's a failure. If you roll 11 to 20, it's a success. A nat 1 is 2 fails. A nat 20 is 2 successes. If you get 3 fails, you die. If you get 3 successes, you're stable conscious. You will make each roll on your sequential turns. So you've made your first one. Your turn's over. But you do start sinking underneath the water. What air you do have left in your lungs is keeping you barely bobbing on the water surface. The other tendril is not in reach of anyone, so it will not attack. Lil Nomio will make his attack against Murtloc Vanthapure, trying to finish off the combatant he's been locked in a brawl with. But he will miss Murtloc. We will go to Murtloc now. He makes his rebuttal. Tripod, as you're kind of like standing close to him, you kind of hear him like moan a little bit, like groan as he swings his big weapon. He goes like, it swings and he misses, unfortunately, Lil Nomia. You can tell that Murtloc is winded. He's tired. The big brute does not have a lot of energy left. Vedetra is going to make an athletics check to try to jump onto the sandbar. She succeeds. She leaps, avoiding the tendril, and gets right behind Lil Nomio. She calls out, "You son of a bitch! You're the leader of this damned cult! I will kill you for torturing me!" And she comes down swinging her claymore.
She's no leader. He's no leader.
She swings and she hits. Vedetra deals 13 points of slashing damage to Lil Nomio.
Damn.
We now go to Dormir, then Ilya.
I would like to make a leap across next to Nashimo and Tommy, if I can fit in that corner or no.
Yeah, you kind of give them like the, hey.
Yeah. Hey, excuse me. Pardon me.
And they kind of like sidestep to give you some room. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
23.
Yeah, you clear it like Lego style.
Jumped out of the dungeon. And then I'd like to just whip another arrow at that fucking idiot. You guys think a headshot will help?
I don't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. His head isn't. I just feel like he doesn't really have a brain. He's just a skeleton being possessed by some magic. So maybe just keep going for the easier body shots.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
I mean,
I'll
you
just-
get
I'll
more
just-
damage with a headshot. Like,
Yeah,
is that a
damage
thing?
is damage.
Damage
so.
is damage. I think you just rolled
Yeah.
a hit. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to call
All
it out.
Fine. Fuck me. I only roll an 11 to hit.
11 will miss Lil Nomio. Anything else?
Negative.
Okay. Ilya, it's your turn. Nashimo, you're on deck.
So question, if I move to the tentacle that's to like my right, is it 5 feet into the water? Like, would I have to have 5 feet of reach to be able to get it? Or would I be able to hit it with my maul?
No, you could reach the tentacle with your maul from there.
Okay, so yeah, I want to move to right next to that, and I want to try to hit it with my maul.
Go for it.
It's a 16.
16 hits the tentacle.
Does 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Yeah, you bruise the tentacle as it whips in pain. It's still there, but moving at like half the rate. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Nashimo, you're up, then Gib. Get ready for that death save.
I'd like to make the athletics check to get behind that guy.
Make the jump.
15.
15 clears it.
Sweet.
So you get next to Vendetra in a flanking position with
Yep.
Murtloc.
We're gonna use that sweet sword we just found.
The +1.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew. So that's gonna be
All that damage.
4d6 plus 2. 6, 12, 14 damage.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Great. Yeah, as you drive your magical +1 weapon into the back of little Nomio, it like cracks some bones and rots some flesh like clean off him, severely damaging him. Anything else, Nashimo?
No, that'll do it.
Okay, Gib, then Tommy.
No.
Well,
What happened? What'd you get? Is that nat 1? Oh.
the dice give it and the dice take it away.
And as you all look over at Gib, you see the red robes of his young, frail, ready, eager to learn and live body just sink underneath the murky water surface. The last bit of bubbles stop, fade away as his body disappears, Jack and Rose style. There was room for both of them. Blah, 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 blah. Gib, rip up your character sheet in front of your camera, please.
Fuck you, Smithers.
Oh, this is my fault?
The guy who intentionally dropped a health potion.
That's true.
Maybe if you let me drink Baldur, I might still be alive.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't be.
Gib, you die inside the Dungeon of the Dead 3.
Any of you pallies have a res?
I have a 90 gold on my person if somebody wants to dive in under the tentacles.
Not right now, thanks.
Tommy, that moves to your turn.
Yeah.
Your rival, Lil Nomio, cackling.
Just put up a tombstone, Gib.
You see, Tommy, your friends will die.
Shut
All
up.
of
Just
them.
shut up. Shut
Tommy, you're up. Tripod, you're on deck.
the fuck up. All right.
Like a beaver.
Is that me in the very corner, bottom right corner?
That is you, yes.
Am I able to get on that ledge right there by the water or no? Can I cross that way or no?
You can try
You
to
see what I
jump
mean?
and cross it, or so yeah, you can either jump with an acrobatics check here, or athletics check here, or make an acrobatics check to balance yourself on the little ledge.
How far am I too far from the island there?
You can make an athletics check to jump to the island.
I'm gonna jump to the island. I gotta save the day. Gib just
Do
died.
it.
13.
13 is the minimum number needed to jump to the island. You jump it.
Just makes it.
You do that
Get
thing where
right
you
next
step
to
on the edge of the
Nashimo.
curb and you kind of start to wobble a little bit.
Tommy, you're right here next to Nashimo and also this giant tendril. But you're within attacking range of Lil Nomio.
I'm going to reckless attack Lil Nomio, my once friend.
Let's see it. Roll
Okay.
2 20s, take the higher roll for both attacks.
14 plus 4, right? Or no?
Yeah,
Not
yep.
the reckless
Yeah,
attack.
are you raging? Oh yeah.
I'm
No,
I'm
yeah,
reckless.
yeah, you're right. Yes, you
18
hit.
then.
That hits. Make your second
Okay.
attack. So 2 20s with the
Yep.
higher roll.
13.
13 is a miss. So just one. Did you add your bonuses to the second roll?
Yeah, it was a 9 plus 4.
Okay. So you hit with your first attack. So roll a d6 plus. Are you raging right now?
I can do both. I can reckless attack and rage.
So yeah, rage is a bonus action to do so. You only
Yes.
have 2 of them to use in a day, and you've already used one. Do you want to expend the other one right now?
Yeah, it's my arch enemy. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I just rolled a 6.
Absolutely.
I had to roll a d6, right?
Oh yeah, you roll a d6 plus 4 for damage.
So I got a 10.
A 10. Give me the killing blow description.
To Lil Nomeo?
Yeah.
All right. So I take out one of my short swords. I grab Lil Nomeo by his stubs. He doesn't have skeleton hands. They're actually stubs. I chopped off his hands to show him mercy when he killed my pet mouse. So I grab him by his stubs. I just take my sword, shove it through his wrist bone, and rip his arm off. While he looks at the ground where his arm now lay, I take him by the head and I shove his head into the sand. And I say, "You will drink the blood of your own arm, you motherfucker." I lift his head up. You shove my sword.
He's not done
right
yet,
up
Joe.
through his throat.
It's not over.
And
The tip of the
as
sword shoots through the top of his head. I grab the tip of the sword and I twist. And I twist. And I twist. And you can hear the cracking of his neck as I lay him in defeat.
Knocking his
As
child
his-
protective services.
as his body just falls to the ground in a heap of bone and man flesh, his head still skewered in your sword, looking at you, the bare, lifeless sockets of his skull. You look back, and Tommy Lee Gnomes, you hear. And as he opens his mouth, he dislodges himself from your sword. Now nothing but a floating skull. He bobs out of your vicinity, laughing. "You think you can kill me, Tommy? I've told you, I've ascended. I am the death head of Bane. You cannot kill me."
I'm
And
so
his
mad.
floating head bobs into this alcove and out of
Fuck you.
sight completely, laughing the whole way. Fuck me, fuck you. I got you, boy.
Wait, can you do a fading in the distance laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah. One sec. You can't kill me, Tommy.
I'm so pissed off right now. I'm gonna have real life nightmare fucking oh my god. I'm gonna not sleep well tonight.
So with Lil Nomeo, the death head of Bane, gone, obviously a little more of this room is revealed. You have the cavernous alcove that Lil Nomeo disappeared into. You have a set of staircases on the opposite end of this cavern leading up, which is into another like well-built part of the dungeon. And of course, you have Murtlock Vantapure now resting on his great club, like trying to get some breaths in. He looks up at all of you, especially those of you standing on the sandbar, and just says, "Oi, thank you very kindly. I don't think I would have lasted much longer if you hadn't shut up. I owe you my life, I do."
So, who all's on the sandbar?
Hi, I'm on
We've
the sandbar.
got Tripod, Tommy, Nashimo, and Vendetra.
Of course, the
And
only
also
one.
the old lady creeps up in the corner at the entrance of the cavern. Did you kill him?
I'm here too.
I'm here too.
Of course, the only one who knew Mortlock is dead.
No, dead.
Fucking wonderful. Should we ask him who that was? Or should we just ask fucking Tommy?
Tommy, yeah, I don't know. Tommy, I guess.
Tommy, what the fuck, man?
Why are you guys mad at me?
Who the fuck was
I did
that?
what I could. I did what I could. I tried killing him.
Who was that?
All right. You want to hear the story? Because it's going to be about 15 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're good.
Time for your backstory, Tommy Wee.
Chat, get ready. We're about to go into full story mode. Or Tommy Hui gnomes.
So my
Nothing else
best friend at
going
the my best friend at the time, Lil Nomeo of Swords Coast, betrayed me by sacrificing my pet mouse, which I mentioned. My pet mouse at the time was Fievel Swissbelly. He sacrificed him to Bane because he saw Fievel as a sign of weakness, and frankly just hated that he would always sneakily climb into his pocket and poop inside of his pockets. He hated that. So he went on to murder my pet mouse, sending me over the edge. I decided to leave the cult of Bane. Yes, I was once a member, but no longer am I a member. I left the cult of Bane, and I took my revenge on little Nomeo at the time by cutting his goddamn hands off. You saw those skeleton-like hands. Those aren't supposed to be there. He should just have stubs. He's a stub-ridden bitch. All right? I cut his hands off. Until this day, I regret not slicing his throat. And just now I thought I killed him, but I didn't. So I'm just as mad as you guys, okay? I'm just as mad as you.
As he like is holding back the tears, you know.
Damn it.
I'm just mad as you.
So what do you guys want to do now?
As Mortlock kind of speaks up, well, I didn't quite know that bit much information there. It seems a wee bit personal. It does, yep. But that lad, the bone lad there, he was trying to kill me. Yep, yeah, he was. He was trying to kill me.
No shit.
Yeah, that's why we stopped him.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Yep, oh yeah, yep.
Somebody killed this guy.
Hey, I don't believe that guy.
Whoa.
Can I bring to the group's attention that we still have a dead Gib in the water?
You're just gonna loot him, right?
Well, yeah, I was just gonna loot him, but maybe if we show Mortlock a body,
Yeah, well, you guys will pull the body out.
strike up a conversation. Like, can we get him out?
You would
check this
have
out.
to dive and swim underneath the water surface to recover Gibbs' body.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's weird. My mage hand is just like.
So, who all are you lot? And you're not cultists. Clearly, mage hand can only lift like 5 pounds. So
90 gold. Magically in my inventory.
You just decided.
It's gone. Who are you all lot? And clearly you're not cultists, right? So who are you?
Who wants to handle that one?
I'm Nashimo. We're here to kill cultists and not take names.
That's
Wanna come along?
excellent timing. That's excellent timing. My name's Murtlock Vanthapure, right here. You might have heard of my family. My mom, well, she's not a big fan of me. No, she isn't. So you might not have heard of me specifically. You see, my mom, she sent me here to help the cultists keep killing, right? I didn't quite like that job. I don't like killing the innocent, right? Nope, sure don't. And the cultists, they turned against me, they did, and tried to kill me. And since my brothers, they don't like me either. They think I'm a bit slow in the head. They say I'm slow in the head. They let the cultists try to kill me. Not happy about that. Not happy at all. So, right happy that you blokes showed up and helped me out.
Do we trust him? Because when I was breaking some thumbs of a cultist, they named you as the man in charge down here.
Right. As I just said, my mom did send me down here to lead the cultists, make sure that they were doing the work. But when I realized that cult work is not good work, I kind of spoke out against them. And since my brothers don't have my back, the cultists try to kill me, and my brothers did nothing about it.
So we believe him, right?
For now.
Okay. How do we get the fuck out of here?
It's quite difficult to say. If you're trying to kill the rest of the cultists, you're going to want to go through that way there, as he points in the direction of the cavern alcove where Dormir is standing. Just beyond there, that's the head cult worshiper chamber, right? It's where the 3 leaders of the cults, the dead 3 cults, they're going to be in there, okay? And they're not going to be happy if you go in there. But if you kill them, the cultists will be no more, right? They're the leaders. You cut off the head of the snake dies, that sort of thing. That room right over there, as he points in the opposite direction near where Ilya's standing, that stairway is going to lead you to the cultist treasure room, okay? My mother gave the cultists a big pile of gold, right, to murder people, and that's where they keep all the gold, okay? Keep in mind, right, if you want the gold, I think it's heavily cursed, okay? I don't know where my mother got it, but it's not good gold. It's evil gold. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you know, that's kind of a situation. Any other questions you might have? I'd certainly like to help you out. Get out of here with my life.
Of course, our wizard died. Fuck.
It's okay. Well, it's not okay. I miss Gib.
Should we ask Murtlock to come help us fight the last 3 cult bosses?
Yeah, let's do it.
Murtlock, you want to go fuck up some cult bosses with us?
I'd be more than happy to help you do that. If you agree to help me do something, if you don't mind.
Wait a second.
That is.
We already saved his life.
That was the something.
What other thing do you need?
So this is the thing, right? The cultists, okay, if you're looking at a chain of command, right, are on the bottom, okay? You've got the dead 3 cultists, and you've got my family and the Vampire family. They're on top, okay? I think if we want to stop all this evil from happening, we need to take care of my brother Amark Vampire. He's kind of been the ringleader of this whole thing, and I think we should kill him. I think we should kill my brother. I do.
I don't think we've ever had a problem with murder.
No, not in this group.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on the list anyway, so.
So
Wait a second.
If I help you, yeah, go ahead.
You got any non-cursed gold?
No, don't. But yeah, that's about it for my answer on the non-cursed gold.
This fucking guy.
So
Fine.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
If I help you kill the leader of the cultists, then you'll help me take care of my brother Emma.
It's just going to be a meat shield at this point. Let's let it happen.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I'm down.
Because if he dies, then we don't have to kill his brother.
Yeah.
Meat shield. Okay.
I suppose that's correct. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you could hear me.
We said it behind his back, okay? He doesn't hear us.
Is it safe to say that you know these quarters enough to know where all the hidden traps are and things that will pop out?
Yeah,
and try to murder us?
from here on out, there ain't no more left. Just 3 deadly cult leaders and some cursed gold. That's quite literally what's left of the dungeon. That's it.
Let's do it. We're following you.
Can I go get a drink?
Why don't we take 5?
We'll take 5.
Is that cool?
That's cool.
I gotta pee.
I'm gonna grab a little
Yes.
whiskey.
OP.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
We shall
shook.
Be right back.
A little Nomeo.
5-minute break.
Hey guys,
Oh hi.
are we
Best
playing
cheap
Dungeons
wine?
and Dragons? Oh,
Kirkland
nice.
brand.
Dude, that Malbec is so fire.
Yep.
That's not bad.
No, it's
That
excellent.
Malbec is so fun. Okay, are we ready to hop back in here?
I'm still
Yeah,
upset
yeah,
about
yeah,
Kim.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put that back out there.
Hey,
Would you say
what
National?
happens when you jump into uncharted waters?
That's true.
Don't jump in
And
the water.
also intentionally destroy health potions.
Also true. Karma
Karma.
always comes back at D&D.
So,
Karma chameleon.
Murtlock Vanthapure, He said he's pointing in the direction of the final cultist chamber where the lead members of the Dead Three are. And he's directed you where they keep their cursed gold. Of course, you don't know the lengths of the curse. What would we like to do?
We don't want to try and break that curse, do we?
I mean, we got to kill these guys, right? That's the whole reason we were set
I
down.
guess.
We're here for
So I don't really
the
care. I don't really care about the cursed gold. That's the whole point. We're here. We're gonna get paid once we get up there. So let's.
I thought the only thing you cared about was gold.
No, murder.
Okay,
Murder.
Fine,
Yeah, what's the point of
murder.
collecting gold right now.
There's no point. Look what happened
So,
to the one guy in the party collecting
We
gold.
want to go. We want to go into the chamber of the Dead Three.
Yes, we do.
The
Chamber?
Chamber of Secrets.
I was just going to
Has,
say
has been opened. Okay.
The worst part about prison was the Dementors.
The Dementors.
let's let our two NPCs go in first.
Definitely meat shield, bro. At least Vendetra has
The
proved
pure
herself.
Vendetra. I mean, she's pretty unbelievable.
Look,
She's
it's-
pretty strong.
Send in Gam Gam, dude.
They're not
Yeah,
gonna
what's
hurt
she
an old
at?
lady.
You want Gam Gam to go first?
Feel like they're not gonna hurt her, right?
I'm also still wearing a cloak of ball, so I could maybe sneak in and get an attack before we have to roll for initiative.
Do you want to sneak in on your own?
Thoughts?
That's pretty risky for you, homie.
Splitting the party is always a bad idea, bud.
All right, fine. Then can we just go to the door?
Yeah, let's go. We're going. Let's go.
Are we sure about
You-
Graham, by the way?
Yeah, we love Graham Graham. She's homie.
Are you
Tight.
sure she wasn't pulling like some Voldemort, like whispering shit under her breath while she was controlling those tentacles? It wasn't Lil Nomeo, actually. Are we sure she's not pulling some shit?
I mean, the
Look,
other
I don't
tentacle
trust
didn't
Graham
go
Graham.
after little Nomeo, so
Also,
But,
I think
no,
we
I
can
mean,
just-
it-
unless
you
Gam
think
Gam's
she's-
like really making a play.
No,
Dude,
Gam
she
Gam's
could be one
fine.
of the 3 fucking cult leaders. We're
I'm
gonna
pretty
get
sure-
in there and
Oh
she's
my
Brave
god, you're
enough.
right. Each of these have been a cult leader. We actually should
Or
have killed
she's-
them on our way here.
fucking
Or
Flennis.
she's Flennis, right?
Or she's
She's fucking Flennis the Menace. Like, we don't know where that bitch went.
Dude, I'm calling it. It's Flennis, it's fucking Nomeo, and it's Gam Gam are the cult leaders.
All right, let's
No,
get
Gam
in
Gam
there.
and
How we go?
Flennis
How we
same
going in?
person.
Big boys up front.
NPCs, then big boys, then
Us.
us.
Okay.
Squishies.
NPCs, then big boys. I should probably take Will off the board. Sorry, Gib.
No, leave him in the water.
R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah, I can
Leave him.
I can leave him in the water. Okay.
That's so fucked up.
As we march inside
We
the
couldn't go down and get him. He made that clear.
the Dead Three cultist chamber.
I wasn't
Wait for
expecting
it.
to go that way.
What the fuck?
Wait for it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
For it.
Jesus.
I'm trying to. I'm so bad at this. Okay.
Why are you a better cinematographer?
How
Everybody
was not
remembers their first
trained
time.
for this?
Why are you the way you are?
I don't know.
Who hurt you?
My mom asked me that all the time.
Is somebody boiling?
Completely
I'm pretty
untrue.
sure Joe's microphone's about
Yeah.
to pop, dude.
It literally it's just every 5 seconds.
Fucking Lil Nomeo just still.
At least we know who to blame.
Suck on my balls.
Oh,
that guy.
okay. You have found the covenant of the Dead Three. Bert, Torch, Stubbs litter the floor of this hall. In the center of the room, there is a massive raised staired pedestal, almost encompassing the entire chamber. Can you tell that they're like stairs going up?
Yep.
To like the yeah, okay. There are 3 6-foot-tall painted wooden statues, each of them standing atop 2-foot-tall red blocks of stone, making the statues look very tall and foreboding. They kind of blend in, but hopefully you can see them. The center statue resembles a heavily armored man whose face is hidden behind a fearsome visor of his helmet. His painted red. He's painted red except for his right gauntlet, which is black. Clutched in the gauntlet is a blood red spear pointed upward. The statue to the north depicts a purple garbed man noble wearing a mask and holding a dagger behind his back. The statue to the south portrays a black-robed skeleton with its jaws open wide and its bony hands outstretched. Standing in front of the statue, you hear before you see, welcome back, Tommy and friends. I'm here, Lil Nomio, resurrected, ready to slay you and take your souls for my collection. Standing next to him is almost a reincarnation of the heavily armored statue, but as a living man. He's covered head to toe in plate armor and doesn't say or express anything. 2 of the 3 leaders of the dead cultists stand in front of you. What do you guys say? What do you do?
Can I turn and shoot Game in the head?
What?
She's fucking... Dude, she is fucking...
What do you want to do?
She is the third fucking cult leader. She's the third fucking cult leader. She's the third fucking cult leader.
All right,
The
fine.
madness
Do
there
it.
is
No.
delicious.
Then
Do it. If you're
I
wrong,
do
you
it.
kill a nice old grandma
do it.
that just survived
What
torture.
do you guys think?
There's
Honest
no
to
time
God,
to think. Dormir, do you shoot her in the head or do you not?
I shoot her in the head.
Roll it.
Fucking damn it.
What am I rolling for? Like for an attack?
For an attack? But
Yeah,
you're attacking an old
Yeah.
woman. 22 hits.
What's Gam Dam's armor class?
Yeah. Hopefully fucking 9
Two.
Paint the picture for me, Dormir. Paint it.
12
Class
damage.
is 8.
12
She has
damage.
the peasant stat block. She has 4 hit points. She dies. The arrow goes through her frail head. A clean shot. So this is what I imagine, okay? This is what I imagine.
You're
Little
regretting
Nomio,
this now.
he's cackling. He's taunting. You're in a panic. You're sweating. You're looking for the third cultist. You don't see it. It has to be Graham. It can be no one else. It has to be. You draw. You say, I'm sorry, Graham. You loosen the arrow. It pierces her head. Her brains splatter out the side, covering the base of the pedestal.
Like a South Park episode.
Oh my god.
Well, that was an outcome I had in mind.
Oh my God.
As her body lays there, her old, frail, malnourished figure
You still twitching a little bit though?
starts to disappear. The illusion of her body fades away, revealing a very dense Flennis. The third
Yes! Yes! Let's go!
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Oh, you're terrible.
Oh fuck.
We did not trust Graham on the point.
Fucking Graham. Oh.
That.
I knew it, Dormir. I knew it.
Blood.
I knew it. I believed in you. I believed your instinct.
You gam.
As Flennis lays dead on the ground, half of her skull exploded out the side. The cackling from Lil Nomio stops as he looks at the dead body of her. he looks back up at you, Tommy Ween. He goes, "You'll pay for killing Flennis. Roll initiative."
First off, as we're rolling for initiative, I just would like to point out that fuck you, Gam.
You gam.
I'm so glad that our conversation before you made that choice was, yeah, fucking do it.
Tripods. It looks like you got a nat 20.
Nailed it. I never do it when it counts, only when I'm about to get fucking killed first. But
Cultists, the leaders also rolled a nat 20, so you need to roll against them on initiative. So reroll.
It's a
Wait.
roll off.
So technically, wait a second. Don't I have 21 because I get +1 initiative?
A nat 20 is just
All right.
the highest you can do.
That's
Got it.
better than a
amazing. You
21,
did
yeah.
it.
Congrats.
Congrats.
5.
5.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
You son of a bitch.
Same.
They also rolled a 5.
Good.
Reroll. They rolled an 8.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you roll an 8? Well, you have your
Remember.
bonus. You have your bonus, right? Plus
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So that
Then-
puts it at a 9. Yeah, they rolled a 6 plus 2. So, okay, so it'll be tripod, then the cult leaders. Anyone above a 20 or above.
Yeah, 22.
Okay, Nashimo. 19 to
Damn.
15. Okay, 14 to 10.
I had 12.
You had 12. Your allies got a 14. 9 to 5. Okay, 4 to 1.
4.
Sorry, excuse me. I had a 10.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I am a bitch.
He's still riding high.
Dude, I'm so
See my cam.
Dude, I just dance shot an elderly woman in the fucking head from 4 inches away. I am fucking
And it
just
worked out.
shaky.
I feel like Joe completely ad-libbed that because he saw how distraught you were.
No,
Can't live with the guilt.
in all respect, Graham was Flennis the entire time.
Didn't trust that bitch. You don't stay in a room
100%.
full of blood. You don't stay in that
Just
room.
don't stay in that
You
room. Yeah.
just don't
You stay in that
do
room. Nobody
So-
does.
Torches are blazing inside this chamber of the dead three, the covenant of the cult itself. One of the leaders is executed lying on the ground. Your momentum, your courage, your battle readiness is prepared you and driving you for this moment. 2 of the leaders are still living, ? And ready to fight and take you heroes down. Tripod, you're going first, then the cult leaders are on deck. You're up.
All right. So I have kind of a dumb question here. I have divine sense. Would I be able to use that to kind of tell like what they're working with as far as
so divine sense you can use as a bonus action, and within 60 feet of you, you can detect all undead, fey, celestial, and fiends. And you can identify 2 undead sources in the room that isn't anyone in your group. You tell me who it is.
what I took?
It's the cultists. The 2
Okay.
cultists are both undead.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Sorry, I might have said that confusingly.
Yeah. Okay. So they're not
So, yeah,
dead.
you identify they are undead creatures.
I don't know what
Okay.
that does for us, but they're undead. Hey guys, they're undead. So I guess I'm going to move to attack. And-
Absolutely. You want to go up the staircase? Who do you want to move against? Lil Nomeo or the heavily armored cultist?
I would like to go heavily armored. I feel like Tommy Wee Gnomes deserves his showdown.
Agree.
1v1.
So
You're
I can't
standing
count
on
how
the
many spaces
staircase.
that is. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. You can make it there. You're standing on the staircase at about chest level with the heavily armored cultist. Make your attack.
All right. So that is 17.
17 misses as your weapon deflects off of his thick plate armor.
Yikes.
Kind of figured. That's it.
Okay. We now go to the enemy. The heavily armored cultist is going to make his multi-attack against you as he raises a spear and stabs you twice. Excuse me.
Okay.
1 attack hits, 1 attack misses. The attack will deal 4 points of piercing damage to you. He calls out in a booming, commanding voice. submit underneath his armor as it echoes in front of you. Tripod, make a charisma saving throw.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, shit! As he tries to force you to kneel in front of him, paralyzing you, you resist his efforts. And on your next saving throw, you'll have advantage since you resist it with such prowess.
Nice.
Lil Nomio cackles once more. Tommy, it's you and me now. Your friends can't help you. I'm going to kill you. As he leaps from the pedestal, jumping across Flemis's dead body, he lands next to you. He draws out 2 daggers from his sides and goes to stab you twice. Tommy, he hits with 1 of the attacks. And he will deal 3 points of piercing damage to you as he licks your blood off his dagger. Nashimo, it's your turn, then and your allies.
Okay, so can I get flanking around the one that Tripod's on? The plate guy?
So you,
without
yeah,
an
you
attack of
go
opportunity?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You will take an attack of opportunity if you want to get into flanking range.
Can I instead get around the backside of that pillar, like the, you know what I mean?
No, but you can use your cunning action to disengage and get into position.
Yeah, I wanted to use my cunning action to get disengaged to hide behind the pillar after the attack, but that's okay. Yeah, let's do that just to get it in position. That's fine.
Sure. You get into flanking position. Make your attack with advantage.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits. Add your sneak attack bonus since you're flanking with Tripod.
Yeah. Max damage 13.
Oh, mama. As you cut a hole deep into his plate armor on the back, he winces in pain that echoes underneath the visor. Anything else, Nashimo?
No, that'll be good.
Steps over next to you, Tommy, as he calls out, "I'll kill you, I will, you bloody damn cultists!" And Venetra moves next to you on the staircase, Nashimo and Tripod, and she makes her attack against the heavily armored cultist. We'll go with Mortlock first. He swings. Son of a bitch. Mortlock, it's a nat 20 on his great club attack.
Hell yeah.
He is going to roll 2d12 for crit damage, plus 4. 7. Wow, okay. He's coming out with 18 points of bludgeoning damage against as he clubs little Nomio and just his rib cage just shatters to the side. His spine is the only thing holding it up now. Mortlock goes, "Here we go, swing and a hit." Vedentra makes her attack against the armored cultist, and she hits with a 22. Her greatsword is going to deal 7 points of slashing damage as she calls out, "That'll teach you for torturing me." Excellent. We move to Tommy, then Dormir, you're on deck.
All right. I'm attacking this mother. I'm going to... So I used up all my rage attacks, right?
Yes, you did. But you do have advantage since you're flanking with Dormir. So you don't have the reckless attack. You can normal attack and still get advantage. You want to say anything to Nomio as you swing away?
Nomio, I have a feeling your whole life is going to come to an end. But for now, I'm just going to kill you. Made no sense, but okay, let's do it.
You will try. Do it.
17.
38.
17 hits. Roll your second attack to hit. So roll your 2 20s again.
+4 still, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yes, with your proficient. Yep.
Okay, then that's 16.
16 also hits. So both of your attacks hit. Roll 2 6-sided die and add 4 to the dice rolls. So 4 total plus your die.
Get him.
12.
12 points of damage. Not too shabby. You'll have to try better than that, little gnome boy.
Oh my god, this guy. This guy.
Dormir, it's your turn, then Ilya.
Am I standing bottom left of Flennis on the camera?
That is correct. Yeah, you are right here, flanking with Tommy Wee. If you want to take your melee weapons out, you get advantage on your attack against El Nomio, or you could shoot your range attack against the heavily armored.
Yeah, I'm going to go heavily armored.
Okay.
And I attack with a I attack with an 11.
11, ping, as it just ricochets off his armor.
Did we in between sessions take a short rest or no?
Nope.
Okay. If that's the case, then I would like to move up the stairs.
You will take an attack of opportunity if you move right now.
I will take a. Okay. Then
Because you're leaving the threatening square of an enemy without disengaging.
Then I will stay right the fuck where I'm at.
Okay. Ilya, it's your turn, then tripod.
Where am I right now?
You are in this corner over here. You can get to attacking range of the heavily armored cultist, and you could get to Tommy or Little Nomio, but you would take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna get to the heavily armored cultist.
We're just straight gangbanging this boy. That's what it is.
I'm not scared of anybody named
Tommy Wee.
Little Nomio.
No.
Tommy Wee has to deal with his own problems. All right.
So you can go ahead and make your melee attack against the heavily armored cult leader.
Does an 18 hit?
It is the minimum number to hit.
Perfect. I did it.
You did it.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I believe you've
10
done this.
points of bludgeoning damage as you just like break the armor on his chest. Underneath, much like the mountain towards the end of Game of Thrones, his body looks like a rotted, resurrected zombie, just a brute underneath the armor, fueled by nothing but like necromantic energy. He is still attacking, but almost defeated. Anything else, Ilya?
No, that's it.
Tripod.
Please, whoever gets him to his last breath, let me come in and finish it. Please.
That's what she said.
It's not Lil Nomio that's almost dead, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh fuck.
No,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
talking about
You
the
gotta
armored
fight
guy.
Little Nomio on your
We're
own.
not.
Yeah.
We're not touching Lil Nomio, brother. That's all you.
That's your fight.
backstory, yeah. So Tripod, you're up. Heavily armored cultist is almost dead since y'all have been gangbanging him.
I'm going to attack this motherfucker.
Do it.
That is a crit fail.
Oh, Jesus.
So as the little dwarf Tripod takes his weapon over his head, he like overextends, loses his balance, and tumbles down the stairs. Tripod, you're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage for falling down the stairs, and the heavily armored cultist gets an attack opportunity since you leave his threatening square.
Oh.
And he will hit you.
Way to shoot that.
He will deal 9 points of piercing damage to you with his spear as you fall prone down on the ground.
I am unconscious.
Oh.
Make a death saving throw.
That is one failure.
Oof. Not looking good for Tripod. Keep in mind, since Tripod isn't sinking under the water, any of the team here can use their action to try to give Tripod an automatic success with a help action. Or if you can bring his hit points to 1 or greater, he will regain consciousness and nullify all death saves. So with that, we now go to the enemy. The heavily armored cultist turns around and attacks you, Nashimo, with his multi attack. Both spears coming at you.
This might not feel great, team.
I just kicked my water bottle. Okay, he swings, Nashimo. 1 attack hits you for 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Now it is Lil Nomio's turn. Both of his daggers out, still cackling in your face, Tommy Wee. Nah, 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 nah. Your friends, they're dying all around you. I'll make sure you're the last breath breathed inside this chamber as I'm eating your heart, Tommy. He makes his attacks. Tommy, 1 misses. The other critically hits you.
No.
Square in the chest, right underneath your neck. He rolls...
Yikes! We are getting manhandled.
7 points of piercing damage to you, Tommy.
Okay.
Nashimo, it's your turn, then the allies.
Okay. The guy, the plated guy isn't looking great, right?
He's on his last leg.
With-
you could disengage and shift to the left to create
yeah.
a flanking bonus. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanna use. Hang on. So I want a bonus action, pop a potion.
Okay. If you use your bonus action to drink a potion, you forfeit cunning action.
I can't cunning action. And
Cunning
bonus
action is a bonus action. Just giving you a heads up.
I'll just in the background just make blood gurgling noises.
Yeah, I can't get to you. If I disengage, I'd re-engage in a. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Ooh,
All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna disengage,
Move to the side.
move to the left to re-engage.
Make your attack with advantage. If you hit, you'll have your sneak attack bonus. That's critical right now.
It's a 19.
19 hits above his AC armor class, which is 18.
Oh no, 3 damage.
3 damage, not enough for the finishing blow. You added your modifiers and everything?
Dude. No, it gets +3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6.
6 is enough to kill him. He has 5 hit points left.
So
Add your modifiers, people. Add
I
your
panicked.
modifiers.
I saw the 2 1s and I panicked. I'm sorry.
Describe to me the killing blow.
Right back in the hole that I made earlier, like I faked him out, right? I disengaged. He's like, where'd who go? And then before he knows what hit him, the daggers are right back in. It is just clean.
Excellent.
Like nobody knew what was happening. It was just over.
And as you stick your daggers in and rip to the side, nothing but rotted gas air expels from his body out of his back. As he deflates, the weight of his armor crushes his rotted corpse to the ground. He is dead. The allies now go, unless Nashimo, you do have about 20 feet of movement to play with. You change your position in the chamber?
No, I'd like to get closer to Tripod just to make sure nothing can get at him, take up a threatening square, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get right here and encumber that space.
Sounds good.
Sure. The allies now go. With the cultists dead, Vendetra is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and get right next to Lil Nomio. And both her and Murtlock can make attacks this turn against her.
Sweet.
Murtlock is going to swing his great club against Lil Nomio. And Murtlock is out for blood with a 22 to hit.
Wow.
His great club impacts Lil Nomio for 11 points of damage as he is just clubbing away. You brought my family against me. I'm going to kill you. And Vendetra swings with her great sword and hits with a 16. She is going to deal 11 points of
Wow.
slashing damage with the great sword.
The hard carry.
They are
Dude, the
teamwork.
hard carry.
Bro, NPCs with the hard carry.
But the
I'm a
ability to call out the wit, the ability to call out Flennis.
The dumb
now-
luck, yes.
The dumb luck.
Tommy Wee, it's your turn with Dormir. As you kind of size up Lil Nomeo, his rib cage is missing. His arm is now cracked completely. Part of his jaw is severed. He's like half cackling now, like, I can't be held. He's on his last limb.
This guy's
Literally.
got to die. All right. I obviously give him all I got. I'm attacking him.
With
double
both
short
attacks,
swords and
with
all.
Exactly. So we're gonna roll 2 attacks, both with advantage. Start with that. Roll 2 20s, take the higher roll for both attacks.
14.
14 hits, just barely. Make your second attack.
Roll it twice, right? Same thing?
Correct.
Ooh,
Take the
19.
higher roll.
19.
19 is a clean hit. So you're gonna roll 2
go.
6-sided die,
Yep.
then add 4.
10.
He had 9 hit points left.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Take the killing blow, Tommy. This is it. He's dead for good.
Slash at the Achilles. Slash at the other Achilles. He drops down to his knees. I take both of my swords and an axe. Place them right on his throat. Tommy. No, not Tommy. Little Nomeo.
I'm Tommy. You're little Nomeo, but I'm Tommy.
Just had to love me the whole time.
Little Nomeo, you may have killed my pet mouse, but we know who the real rodent here is. You rat! Whoosh! Slicing his throat, his head clean off. If it floats away one more time, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
Tommy, as you sever his I just knocked out my headphones. And as you sever his neck, separating his head from his bony body.
Don't do it. Don't
His
do
head-
it.
Go with me, okay? His head like hits the ground, his face like smothered in the stone floor. There's a quick moment, a beat, as it turns upright. The empty eye sockets of Lil Nomeo looking back at you. With his last bit of necrotic breath,
Don't do
he
it.
whispers to you. He whispers to you, Tommy. Tommy. You think this ends with me dying? No.
There's no way you could get all this in one breath. No.
Bane, our true Lord, won't stop here. Bane, he waits for you, Tommy. He waits. He's biding his time, gathering his strength in Avernus, in hell itself. He is making deals with devils, Tommy. He's going to come to Faerun, Tommy. He's going to consume the entire world if you don't stop him. Just like I consumed your weak, pitiful mouse, Tommy. Challenge Bane, if you will. Find a way into Avernus and stop him.
The longest breath of all time.
And as he goes, I don't think you will. His breath leaves his mouth. And you see, Tommy, something form in the last physical breath of Lil Nomeo, of sort of like blue incorporeal spirit, a very small one, musters from the mouth of this talking skull. All of a sudden, your eyes roll in the back of your head and bleed just a bright white with no pupils. You go into a berserker frenzy rage as you now see clearly in front of you the soul, the spirit of your former mouse companion
No.
speaking to you
No.
in plain sight. Tommy, you did it, Tommy. You found me, sweet. I'm sorry I can't be with you in person, but I can guide you, Tommy.
It's okay, Five-O Swiss Belly. It's
Oh my
okay.
God,
I'll be
this
there.
is beautiful.
I'll be there eventually. I will find you in the afterlife.
Every time you enter a berserker rage, I'll be here to fuel you. Remind you of what you fight for, Tommy.
I won't let you down, Five-O. I won't let you down.
Take me with you. We must descend into Avernus. We must kill Bane once and for all. Will you do this with me, Tommy? Squeak.
Five-O, upon your death, I promise you, I would take vengeance upon you, and I would kill Bane and all of his servants. This, I still remain the promise, and I love you.
And as soon as the soul of your former mouse companion absorbs into you, feeling your berserker rage, remembering your roots and where you came from, the moment you disown Bane as your god,
My
you
traps
now
are
ascend to
instantly huge.
You now ascend to level 3, picking your primordial path as a berserker barbarian, with the soul of your mouse companion feeling your rage.
What bonus does he get from his dead dog?
We'll cover that next session.
Okay.
While you rage as a berserker, Tommy, you get the following enhanced benefits with the soul of your mouse feeling.
Hit me with it.
When you rage, you gain an additional 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Everyone's fucked.
You also add an additional rage slot to your pool, so you can now rage 3 times per day.
Oh my God.
that's a lot of fucking roids.
And we'll cover leveling up to 3, out of game here. But with Lil Nomeo dying, saying that Bane bides his time and strength in Avernus, his last breath is the last breath of the dead 3 cultists. All of them have now been vanquished, destroyed. Your
Yes.
Let's go, dude.
complete.
Let's get paid.
As you all take a quick moment looking around this grand chamber, Tripod, your attention is drawn to the 3 statues on top of this monumental pedestal. Their imposing gaze and height matches any grand warrior you have ever witnessed. You feel almost compelled to take the steps up towards these 3 demonic statues. Do you choose to?
So first, I guess I'm okay now. So that's fun. Yeah.
You're picked up.
We get you
Absolutely.
up. No, yeah.
Everyone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they get you up.
I would like to approach the statue.
Sure. Yeah, you stand up in a haze. Nashimo taking time to bring you back to some kind of consciousness.
Thanks,
As
buddy.
almost like a
Of course.
almost
bud.
like a
Nashimo did it.
drone.
Yeah.
Almost like a drone, you walk forward, standing here almost as the 4th statue of this intimidating 3. All of a sudden, and you focus completely on this, unaware if your companions can even see what's happening in front of you. A bright white divine light, almost like a small spark, kind of like falls down in the center of this chamber. As it hits the floor in front of you, a fantastic, divine, holy image of a silhouetted man is now standing in front of you. This man is like the epitome of like the perfect human. He is tall, muscular, athletic, flowing hair, as he stands there in his divine essence. He looks down at you, Tripod, as he says, "Young Tripod, hero paladin, vanquisher of the dead 3 cultists. You have put your life on the line, saved innocence, all in the grand name of me, my name, Lifefander. You are holy, You are true, and you are health and divine. It has come time. You have trained your whole life for this, tripod. You will swear your oath of divination to me and be blessed with my holy power. As he puts his hand out in front of you, a large ring on his finger, ready for you to take a knee and kiss it and receive his blessing. Swear the oath you have always thought to sworn to him. What do you say?
Well, Lathander, thank you for finally noticing something that was happening down in the real world.
Yes,
you weren't there.
You for quite some time.
So you watched the city fall into ruins then?
I have witnessed such events, yes. I am the great Lathander.
And as the great Lathander, the Morning Lord, if you will, you just sat back and allowed for this to happen. Is that right? Because that's kind of a piece of shit thing to do.
This was the will of the gods, you see. The power I can bestow to you can certainly help the situation.
If that's the will of the lords and the gods, I don't want to serve these gods.
You renounce Lathander, the one true holy god? This is blasphemy, tripod.
Yes, I renounce you. You're a dick, dude.
You will break your oath to me now?
I spit on your oath. I spit on your divine power and your shitty, tacky ring. You're tacky. I hate it.
And as soon as you denounce Lathander, you swear to break the oath of divination to him. All of a sudden, the three statues surrounding him crack and break. And from their wooden frames, three horrific demonic creatures unveil themselves as I completely destroy this room.
It looks dope.
Yeah.
In the center, this horrid bat-winged creature with large horns protruding from his head, no eyes on his face, just the mouth as he looks at you and smiles with a Cheshire cat massive smile. To the right of you appears this humanoid covered from head to toe in chains around its head, down its arms, over its body and legs. It's almost like it's made up of chains itself. In the last pedestal, you see this decrepit old woman. That's kind of the theme
Flennis?
today.
You're back?
As she appears, the room fills with the smell of sulfur and soot. She's got large goggles on and a blacksmith's apron with just black powder on her face, something just exploded in front of her. All of them around Lathander start laughing and cackling and talking down to him. And as you refuse Lathander's blessing, he diminishes into that small ball of light and disappears entirely. These three devil warlords are now standing in front of you. The three of them look at you, smiling, greedy, and happy. The horned devil looks at you, and he kind of turns his head, the large smile. He speaks. It's not every day a paladin denounces his oath to his god. The mad woman next to her, yes, this is an opportunity. We must offer him power, a grand deal. The chained devil rattles in place. You will listen to me, powerful tripod. My deal is the most powerful, the most grand. My name is Princess. Son of a bitch, where did it go?
Princess son of a bitch.
Princess son of a bitch.
Princess
Son of a bitch.
We can just run with it.
Where'd
That's
it go?
fine.
My name is Princess
Fiona.
Corvic.
Oh, man.
I am a grand chain devil, commander of the 8th Legion Infantry that resides in Avernus. I am a devil warlord, fueling the blood war that rages on the first layer of the 9 hells. Come with me. Take my blessing. Contract a deal with me, and I will make you a commander of my armies in the Avernus. Legions of demon will be at your disposal, as well as the power I will bestow upon you. It will be grand for all to see. And together we can destroy the other warlords who claim power there. The mad woman laughs at the chained devil's face. Oh, no, tripod. You don't want to align yourself with that she-witch. Talk to me. I am the only true warlord of Avernus. My name is Mad Maggie, and I have but one quest on the first layer of the 9 hells. I seek unholy and holy artifacts lost on the plain of Avernus. Join me. Take command of my infernal war machines, and we will find these artifacts together and grow more powerful than any warlord could ever imagine. It's perfect. The horned devil in the center puts his arms out as the other 2 warlords kind of cower slightly in front of him, but stand tall once again, trying to keep their power and renown forward. Tripod. You will listen to me and only me. I am known as Bitter Death. I am a horned devil of great power and commanding. I seek to be the only true ruler and warlord of Avernus. With me, I can grant you power and rulership and ability to overthrow all other warlords in our way. We can control and rule the world together. Sign a contract with me, and you won't regret your gifts. So, you have 3 options in front of you, should you choose to entertain them. The chain devil, Princess Corvic, offers you a commanding position in her legion of devils in the 9 hells in Avernus. She promises you the ability to command these devils and lead them through the 9 hells. Mad Maggie seeks to recover unholy artifacts and holy artifacts lost in Avernus. She promises you the wealth of these items and the ability to use these items if you want to ally yourself and sign a demonic contract with her. The Bitter Death Horn Demon offers you ultimate power and salvation in Avernus. Join up with him, and no one will be able to contest your strength and your might. Each one of them presents a contract that you can sign with them. A binding demonic contract that you might not be able to back out of unless grand circumstances present themselves. But with that contract, ultimate power can be yours.
Great.
Do you have any questions?
Man, I'd really like that ultimate power thing, but Mad Maggie can eat shit. I don't want your artifacts. I don't want your old statues.
Well, I can eat what? As she disappears like a puff of like dynamite smoke. She's gone. The chain devil, Princess Corvic, and the horned devil, the Bitter Death, preside.
Man.
I can review anything if you need.
No, I got the gist of it. It's just a hard decision.
Let them fight for it. Whoever wins, you pick.
I'm still literally signing a deal with the devil. I've seen cartoons.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could just be somewhere in the middle.
No, there's a war coming. This was you picking a side, man.
Fine. I want ultimate power. I want to go with the Horned Devil.
Fuck.
As you say that out loud, Princess Corvic cracks her chains. You'll regret this, tripod. We'll meet on the front lines of the blood war in Avernus, and I will reap your soul as she disappears. Boom. The horned devil, standing on top his unholy pedestal, looks down at you. Yes, good, tripod. Ultimate power can be yours if you sign this contract with me, and together we will rule the galaxy as father and son. I mean, devil and co-devil. As he puts his hands forward, he says, "You will now sign an infernal scroll. This is a contract binding you to me and me to you. These are the stipulations. You will find me in Avernus. You will come down to the first layer of hell and report to me and my legions of doom. We will fight together in this blood war and take control, power over the current ruler of the first layer of the 9 hells, Avernus. And in return, I will grant you a charm, a demonic ability that will grow in strength as you grow in strength. The charm will, let's see here,
I know I left that index card here somewhere. The identifier gave it to me just before we left. Whoa.
The charm will be able... You will be able to hellish rebuke your enemies but speaking my name to them. This charm allows you to cast the hellish rebuke spell as a 9th level caster. You can use this spell once per day, and it will grow in strength alongside both of us.
What's that spell called?
Hellish rebuke. Also, I grant you the power to strike down your enemies if they so choose to challenge you. Sign this contract, and you will get a bonus to any damage you deal with your weapons as you speak my name with every slash you give. What do you say, tripod? Will you sign the infernal contract, report to me in Avernus, and join powers as we control Avernus itself?
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty fun, actually.
As you say that, a hellish scroll appears in front of you. It burns on its sides, but the parchment doesn't whip away. You see the stipulations of the contract signed out in front of you, written in infernal speech that you can now all of a sudden read. As a quill appears, blood trickles from its tip. Sign now, tripod. Join my legions, and together Avernus will be ours.
I speak infernal now? That's awesome. Okay, I sign it.
Excellent. You sign the contract. As you now have the charm of hellish rebuke, write that down on your character sheet. You also deal an additional 2 points of damage on every attack you make. And you can read and speak infernal.
Sick.
I now pronounce you, tripod, a paladin, an oath-breaker paladin, as you renounce your former god Lythander and swear fealty to me. Your power will grow every step you take. I will see you in Avernus.
See you in hell, buddy.
And as he disappears in a puff of smoke, you now ascend to level 3, take your oath as an oath-breaker paladin, and explore your new demonic powers.
Ilya's going to love this.
With that, the Dungeon of the Dead 3 is complete. There is only the Cursed Gold left. If all would like to explore that chamber at all, we can pick it up next session. But keep that in the back of your mind. Otherwise, we'll be heading back up to Baldur's Gate, where Martog Vantapur has a bit more information to give you, as you will now help him get rid of his brother and try to stop the chaotic nature inside Baldur's Gate.
We got to collect the gold.
Yeah, Captain Zod owes us some loot.
Yes, money.
That is true. So do you guys want to skip the Cursed Gold altogether?
I mean,
We can discuss it.
I don't know, man. I've got an in with the devil, so
true.
That's true.
We could like.
We'll
hit
pick
a
it up
guy.
next session. We'll pick it up next session.
I like that.
We didn't quite get to everybody's level 3 ascending, but we certainly will next session. Everyone, thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, being part of the team here. R.I.P. Gib. He fought well and died well.
Damn, he's just
And,
gone now?
He's dead.
he actually, I mean, he fought very poorly. Actually, he fell a lot. But we will miss Gib and his assholeness, I guess.
I would have liked this gold, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have grabbed his gold. He would have done the same.
Can I ask you, Joe, did Lennis control the fucking tentacles? So if I would have shot her
Told
in
you,
the
like
face,
Baltimore shit in Harry Potter, the
in the
Quidditch
beginning,
match.
if I would have shot her in the face the moment we saw her, we wouldn't have had no tentacles.
And Gib would still be alive.
And Gib would still be alive.
From here on out, I'm shooting every old person in the face.
Oh God.
This is shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I was literally about to just chuck my javelin at her when we went into that chamber. I was like, "Fuck this bitch!"
I didn't trust
Bathe
it.
in blood.
You don't stay in that room. Like
Yeah.
you would leave that room. You would leave that room. Why would you stay there?
I just remember like thinking, and I'm like, do I do it or not? Joe was like, shut up, everyone. Are you doing it or not? And I looked over. I fucking see Rob with his arms up, like, fucking do it! And then when she was a peasant armor class and 8 hit points, I was like, fuck, I just murdered a Graham.
I played you on that. I built you up and then unveiled it for
Nicely done.
That was good narration.
I was very much so prepared to be like, all right, everybody fucking hates me. That's fine.
I'm the bad guy. All right, great.
Do we want to take a second and just thank everybody who followed or subbed during the stream? I know we take stuff while we're playing because we don't really want to ruin the storytelling. So thank you guys for everybody who does it. It's so kind. Like we appreciate it so much, guys.
And it's fun. And if you if there's something you want to see, let us know. And check out our Dungeon Master, Joe at Pull the Lever DM on Twitter and Instagram. Reverend Rogue at RevRogue10 or Reverend Rogue 10. Can you plug yourself there for a second there, buddy?
Yeah, I've been talking to Chet.
Cool.
Oh, sorry.
What's chat?
Chat. Minor
Chat?
spoiler for next session. I'll be organizing a little miniature giveaway during our live stream next Wednesday.
Oh, hey
so
now.
if you come back and tune in, you'll have a chance to win some miniatures for your D&D table.
Very nice. Okay.
Details to follow.
Yo,
That's what we'll be
can
posting
we,
about.
before we go, Joe, can you take that camera off the tripod? I don't think you can tell that this thing is raised. Like that platform in the center is like a pyramid. Like it's elevated. It looks flat
I
from
couldn't
our
really
perspective.
Mhm.
And I just want everybody to be able to see that because that's one of my favorite. This setup is one of my favorites.
The stairs and everything.
Like look, you
I
see
couldn't
how?
even tell. Yeah.
So
That's way better.
yeah, that has some really cool depth. That piece.
Yeah, that's dope.
Also, you guys want to see the treasure room?
Yeah.
Damn it. I guess. This is going to make me really sad, isn't it?
We'll be visiting that next session.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
There we go.
God damn.
Look at all that
It's a lot of shinies.
Treasure.
That's what we'll pick up. That's what we'll pick up next time, as well as delving into everybody else's level 3 character moments.
Nice.
Oh, Christine wants to know how bright the lights are without regular lighting. How bright your torch lights are.
Oh,
if you turn off like the room lights.
Yeah.
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 Let's see that shit.
1 sec here. Okay.
You got to get that side view again, though. You got to hit us with those angles. That is some spooky stuff.
Look at that.
If we
Leave
could
them
get,
on
like,
when you go to bed.
if we could get like little ones for the characters and like actually
They-
use that as light
They make those actually.
Oh,
It looks way better in person. You can actually see the room, like, and
Yeah.
everyone's in miniature. It's It'll be nice when we're not on quarantine and can play in
Yeah,
person.
an in-person sesh
back
for
in
sure.
person.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hell yeah. Thanks again to Joe. Thanks Elise and Rob for coming as well. Colin, you suck. You old woman murderer.
Old woman murderer.
You can find us everywhere on social media at the Chumcast. You can obviously tune into our Twitch channel. And I guess until next time.
Jumps out. Dude, I pulled my neck when I was doing that whole killed.
You got really
You
into it.
got a little bit into it.
We're giving it our all right here. So once again, thank you to
Dude,
everyone that subbed, that was in the chat the whole time. We love you guys. Are we doing this next week? Sorry, I of course.
Yeah,
didn't.
next Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
That's
I'm in
the
if you
hope.
guys are.
Yep. All right.
Let's
Okay.
fucking go.
We'll come hang out again, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace, y'all.
Jumps out.